You ain't never stand your
Everything
child.
you do is about money. Would you care about money? Here, take it. Take it. You want some money? Take that.
How are you? Renee,
What? Who cares nothing about you? Got me acting like this in front of my son out here.
Hey, get away from me, all right?
I said smack them.
good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. It just means queen. So the title of this foolery today is the Grammy Award winner rapper Doechii said being a straight man is a red flag, allegedly. Because only why I put allegedly is because there was a soundbite. Now, she could have just been talking about the men she messed with, okay? She probably didn't say in general. She could have just been talking about the men she messed with because y'all know Doechii go both ways. So I couldn't just get out here and say she said all men, okay? This is all alleged. Now, why did I play the Baby Mama drama song? Why did I play that song? Because Dr. Umar is in these streets, baby. Okay? And one of his children is dragging him. So everybody think that it's, it's a hoax. I'm saying it wrong. Everybody think that it's a lie, but Dr. Umar confirmed it. The child is his child. The girl is his daughter. So anybody who follows Dr. Umar, you would know that this is true. The child is his. And the thing is that Dr. Umar said, I have the paperwork. I have the paperwork. I've been paying child support for that child before she was even born. Okay? So a lot of people are dragging him. Okay? A lot of people are dragging him. And I'm going to share something with y'all. Okay? That's going to be our first conversation. Now, Doechii is the main event, but this will be our first conversation, Dr. Umar. Okay? One thing y'all got to understand, and I know a lot of y'all already understand, some of the brothers in the chat, you might be baby daddies, so you might understand what I'm saying. Most of the time, women talk to these babies when they're young. Do you hear what I'm saying? They talk to these babies when they're young. And they dog walk the father in front of the children. And so now the child grows up and believes that the daddy ain't shit. Now listen to me. I'm not here taking Dr. Umar's side because y'all know some of the stuff I don't like about Dr. Umar. But I had to come to this right here. I had to come to this because it's wrong. Okay? It's wrong. Now, some people was in the comment section saying, well, listen, child support ain't taking care of no baby. You supposed to be there. Okay? Ellis, what's up, baby? Renee, how are you, honey? I hope I greeted you the first time, my dear. Ruby, I see you in my chat. Matt, I see you in my chat. Good morning, everybody. So, this is the uncomfortable truth. Most of the baby mamas, they train these children to dislike the daddy. And not saying directly they talking to the child, but it could be they talking to their mama. It could be they talking to their sister. It could be they talking to their girlfriends and they dog walking the baby daddy. So the child hears it. You know what I'm saying? The child hears them dog walking the daddy. So now the child, because they love the mama so much, they going to start disrespecting the daddy. They going to start, I don't want to go with him. I don't know why he keep calling me. You know what I'm saying? So now Dr. Umar said he been paying for that girl before she even came out the mama's womb. I don't know how that happens, but I guess some of y'all states be doing that bullshit. Okay? So he said he been taking care of the baby. So more than likely, he had visitation rights, of course. He had visitation to see the baby. And every time he came, mama made up a story. Oh, wait a minute. And this could be all alleged, but I know because I was a baby mama. Okay? I know the shit that we can do. Oh no, he went to so-and-so house. Oh no, she went to so and so house. I ain't know you was coming. You know, stuff like that. You knew he was coming. The judge said every other weekend. The judge said on every weekend. You knew he was coming. Oh no, so and so had a birthday party. You couldn't advise him during the week and talk to him. Hey Zulu, how are you? You couldn't advise him during the week and talk to the father and say, listen, he's gonna go or she's gonna go to so and so party for the weekend. You know, he's staying over somebody's house or whatever. And the thing is, we don't advise the fathers. The child be sick. You don't hear peep. You know, I mean, what's wrong with a text? You in emergency room. Listen, I'm in emergency room. Tyshawn is sick and this and that. At least you sent the text out. At least you called him. Listen, you know what I'm saying? Even if he can't come, he's somewhere, or either he's stuck at work, he's trying to get out of work to get to the hospital. At least let the daddy know. Y'all don't do that shit. And then another thing too, you get in here, just like I said earlier, y'all badmouth the daddy. You got the dog walk the daddy. Okay? You got the dog walk the daddy. I'm going to share something with you. Don't get me wrong. I know there's some men that's out of pocket that do the wrong thing. They don't do right by their children. I'm not saying that they don't, that there's like all men are perfect. No. But the thing is, you have to let the child make the choice. That's the thing. You got to let the child make the choice. You should not be dog walking the man. If he don't pick up the child like he's supposed to, what you supposed to do? Console the child. Let the child get out whatever they want to say. Console the child. Not you add to the nonsense. Not you add to it. Just console the baby till things get better. Mama, you need some help or you got it? Okay, I guess she got it. So, console the child. That's what you're supposed to do. You understand? You ain't supposed to dog walk the daddy, regardless if he's bad. You know what I'm saying? Good or bad. Don't do that. Don't do that nonsense. Because what happens is when the child finally learns the truth. See, Dr. Umar's daughter is what, 22? She says she's 22 years old. So more than likely, she doesn't know what really happened between Dr. Umar. She didn't know what really happened between her mama and her daddy. She doesn't. So it sounds like the mama just made herself look good. This is what most women do. You hear me? Because you got to make yourself look good. You hear me? In front of the children. You got to make yourself look good. You know what I'm saying? Until now, the child found out the truth. Oh, mama, you said my daddy was this, my daddy was that. That's why he said, you know, some children grow up with believing their father never wanted them. Okay? Some children grow up with that. This is the uncomfortable truth. Some children grow up with that because the mama or her sisters, like in my case, my mama's sister told me, oh, your daddy never wanted you. Get him. Your daddy never wanted you. She said, just like that, she was drinking some Mercari. She said, your daddy never wanted you. I looked at her. I said, what do you mean my daddy never wanted me? She said, yeah, your daddy didn't claim you when you was born. He had to have his mama come up to the hospital to come see what you look like, right? So I looked at her. I said, okay. So I asked my mama. She's like, yeah, he didn't want you. He said I wasn't, you know, you wasn't his, right? So now I asked my father. I went to my father. I said, Daddy, I was crying. I said, why did you say that? He said, who told you this? I said, my auntie and my mama. So he said, we're not going to talk about that right now. You too young, you know. You're too young to understand. And so I grew up believing that, you know, he really, because he didn't want to tell me I was too young at the time to understand. So now when I got older, I stayed with that question. Baby, that thing was in my heart. I stayed with that question, baby. And when I finally asked him, he said, your mama was messing with two cats, me and another brother, and we both looked alike. And so that's why I questioned your birth. He said it took my mama to come up to the hospital to say you were mine. That's why. So your mama was out there tricking. So this is the thing. Some of y'all mamas been out there hoeing it out, okay? Giving that pussy away like candy. And then now we got to get in here. We gonna blame the daddy. The daddy. Okay? It's the daddy fault. Okay? It's the daddy fault. Okay? Daddy is the problem. Okay? But mama was out there with Mr. John like this. Mama was out there with Mr. John like this.
Got money.
But those not respectable women.
I don't want no respect. I want some ass. Damn the respect. I want you to break down like a 12-gauge double barrel shotgun and show me what you're working with.
But don't you want commitment?
What? To who? I got money.
Some of y'all mamas was with Mr. John like that. Some of y'all mamas was with Mr. Jimmy like that. Mr. Jimmy was giving that money and she dropped down like a double gauge barrel. Don't get in here. Don't get in here. All right? That's the uncomfortable truth. But we sit in here and we gonna blame daddy for everything. Daddy gonna get blamed for everything. Okay? And I'm not here to like protect Dr. Umar. That's not it. That's not it. But there's some men who they pay their child support. They've been paying their child support. They do what they supposed to do. But the mama is a nightmare. The mama is a nightmare. The mama is a straight nightmare because why? She knows that this man loves this child. And only how she can break him is if she go through the child. That's how I'm telling you, this is the gospel truth. Do you hear me? This is the gospel truth. If I listen, and I'm not the only woman that have horror stories of how they mama and daddy used to fight. Okay? Even on my birthday, my mama and daddy went through a whole thing. My mama threw a birthday party for me on the weekend. The same weekend my daddy's supposed to come pick me up. We done party. We done had a good time. My daddy came in the evening time to come pick us up, right? Pick me up. She didn't tell this man she was throwing a birthday party for me, okay? She didn't tell him, okay? He wasn't invited, okay? So now my dad was like, well, can I, he came, he see all the balloons and everything. He's like, I thought you celebrated her birthday during the week. She was like, no, I'm celebrating on the weekend. He said, well, it's my weekend. I want to pick her up. They in the hallway in the projects in Bayway, in Elizabeth. They fighting in the hallway. I'm screaming, please stop, please stop. I'm crying and everything. Please stop. So my daddy got my one arm. My mama got my other arm. They tug of war in me and this and that. And I looked at my mama. I said, Mama, you were wrong to throw my birthday party on the weekend. When my daddy was coming to pick me up, her whole face went like this. I said, and my daddy was coming to pick me up. I said, Mama, I had a good time at this party, but I want to go with my father. So you know what she did? Listen, y'all, this is what I'm saying. Women is something else. You know what she did? She said, okay, you go with him, but you ain't taking none of the shit that I bought. Okay? So my father looked at her. He said, oh, so what about her clothes and her jacket? You're not going to give her none of that? She's like, no, you got some clothes for him. You got some clothes for her mother, so-and-so. So my father looked. He said, let's go. Let's go. And I pimp walked with my daddy. I had on that Levi suit. Y'all remember the Levi suit? I had on a Levi suit. Okay? I had on some Pumas. I pimp walked with my daddy down the stairs. I was clean on my birthday. I was clean. I walked down there and it was cold outside. Now, y'all know the weather ain't like it used to be because back in the day, it would be like, it was nasty. This was even in November, y'all. Okay? So as we walking down to Midtown, anybody from Elizabeth, you know what I'm talking about. We walking down to Midtown from Bayway Projects. My daddy had this white fur. My daddy always wore fur. I'm telling you, the real shit, not no fake shit. My daddy had a good job, worked for the city. He had this white fur. He took off the fur and put it on me as we walk into Midtown. Now this thing was like a short fur, and I was like yee-high, walking with this big fur on, and he ain't got no jacket on. We walk into Midtown. He got his pimp daddy hat on, got a suit on. He was clean. Okay, had some gaiters and everything. I remember the day. He put that fur on me. We walked through Midtown, and I was walking all hard and shit. I thought I was tough. So now we get to the house, and he said, we gonna order some Chinese food. He said, you feel bad? I said, I don't feel bad, Daddy. I'm glad you came to pick me up. So now she didn't know that my daddy had clothes for me and sneakers for me and stuff like that at his house. She didn't know that. Because my daddy got tired of sending me, my daddy got tired of seeing me in some messed up clothes. So when he wanted to take me out, so he started, somebody must have told him. So he started buying stuff and putting it in his house for me. Sneakers, coats, all that stuff. And he told me, never tell your mama. Never tell your mama. I never told her. So that's why when she said I couldn't go with none of the stuff she bought me, I already knew I had stuff there. Okay? Child, let me share something with y'all. Mothers is something else. Now, I love my mama. I love my daddy. My mama and daddy are not perfect. And I don't speak to them all the time. But the nightmare that they took me through because of baby mama and baby daddy drama was terrible. Okay? It was terrible on both of their parts. Because my mama signed up to be a side chick. Okay? So that knocked me out the box from having a father 24/7. Okay? That knocked me right out the box. From the gate, I was doomed from the gate, y'all. Okay? See, when children don't have that structure in the home, they grow up to be a nightmare. Ask me, was I a nightmare in my teenage years? I was a nightmare, honey. I was a nightmare. I had a good heart, but I was a little evil. Okay? I might still got it a little bit. But I'm just saying I was a nightmare growing up because I didn't have that structure. I was a whole problem for my first husband when I was 19. He couldn't hold me accountable because he was doing nonsense. Okay, he was doing nonsense in the street. Now, you know I told y'all that, but I don't blame him. I don't hate him. He wasn't a bad person, and he just wasn't ready for marriage. Okay, I was 19. I was ready because I was a teen mama, so I was ready for marriage. But I didn't understand the dynamics of marriage. Okay, because he never called me on it. See, remember when I told y'all that a man that doesn't teach you, okay, a man that don't teach you, he's not trying to keep you. So my first husband never taught me. So he wasn't planning on keeping me because he was doing nonsense out in the street with everybody. He done brought a baby home as well. Y'all remember I told y'all that story. But my second husband, my husband right now, and this husband right here is to a lifetime. Do you hear me, baby? Do you hear me? This husband is for a lifetime. Okay? I can't see my life without this man. I'm telling you right now. I'm not one of those sisters. Oh no, if you leave, I'm gonna be fine. I'm not one of those bitches. Some of y'all confused. Okay? I can't live my life without mine. I'm not gonna sit up here and try to chuck and jive on social media. I'm not. I love mine shit. Okay? I love mine shit. Okay? Listen, more than life itself, baby. Okay? Much respect to my king. Ain't no way. Okay? Ain't no way. Okay? So now, this man took time to teach me to be his wife. So when a man take time to teach you, they keep you. Okay? But I guess you got to make sure you take heed to the message as well. Okay? To what he trying to say. But I want to share this with y'all. A lot of baby mamas, because if the baby daddy don't want to be with you, or if you was the side chick and you thought he was going to take care of you and be with you and that baby and leave his family, and he turns around and he don't leave the family, now you want to raise hell on this man. But you put yourself in that predicament. Do you hear me? When you are the side chick, you put yourself in that predicament. That's the uncomfortable truth. Hey 18, how are you, honey? Back in 1973, I see you, baby. How are you? This is the uncomfortable truth. Only how a man stays away from children, okay? There's two things. He's either a Pookie or a Rere, okay? Because he got other kids, he don't give a damn. Or either it's because the mama has caused so much drama and chaos that the father has to stay away because he don't want to go to jail. Now, I know it's nasty to say, but it's true. You hear me? I know it's nasty to say, but it's true. See, some men don't want to go through the chaos. They don't want to go to jail. Because some of y'all baby mamas say the most horrid things to these men. Y'all say some horrible stuff to these men to get them to wild out. Let me share something with y'all that a lot of y'all don't understand. When a wolf is in the home, okay? We're talking about men. When a wolf is in the home, the wolf keeps evil away from the house. If I was under my father's cover, if I was under his covering, right, when I was young, a lot of things may not have happened to me. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that, okay, the things that did happen to me made me who I am today. But I'm saying to you is that when there's a wolf, child molestation doesn't happen. Because people know that, oh, wait a minute, this brother right here, he crazy. He gonna take somebody out. See, when you're raising these children alone, a lot of stuff happens. Because there's no one to watch your back. You watching the front, mama, or the daddy watching the front, and then you, daddy, you know what I'm saying? And then mama, you got the back. Either or, but y'all covered. You hear me? There's a 360 going on here. You understand? So when the daddy is not there, the children is uncovered. Anybody can come into the home. Because mama, you're trying to look for love in all the wrong places, and you invite demons into the house. Nobody talks about that. And then maybe your girls are fully developed and they looking like little women running around the house. And some men take a looking eye at your daughters. Some men who are not right up here. Some of y'all mamas set your children up. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all mamas do that. Oh, Brian, that's the first time I saw you time somebody out. That's the first time I saw that. Brian, you don't usually time people out. Hold on, Brian. What happened? I ain't never see Brian time somebody out. Sister 1973 gave for the $4.99 super child. Never seen that, Brian. The ugly truth will always hurt when you refuse to accept it. But when you decide, then the beauty from ashes can and will happen. This is true. 1973. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Now she right. The truth is ugly, and it always hurt. But it'll bring forth beautiful ashes. That means you'll get past it. Am I right? And I'm gonna share something with you. Hey Naomi, how are you, baby? So this is the uncomfortable truth. The daddy protects the home. And because a lot of y'all get in here and you rock in your independence. See, the thing that your mama and your mama and your grandma taught you from back in the day, they didn't mean for you not to be married. They didn't tell you, oh, don't get married. They just said be independent and get that education. That didn't mean don't be married. And a lot of y'all got that mixed up. Okay? Oh, okay. Somebody else blocked them. Okay, I see it. I see it, Brian. So, this is the uncomfortable truth. The father protects the children, just like he protects his wife. And when you having these babies by Tom, Dick, and Harry, and Mo, and all this other stuff, there's no one to cover these children. There's no one to keep these babies safe. Dr. Umar is getting ran through right now. And they dog walking this man because they're saying he didn't want to take care of his daughter. He didn't want to be in his daughter's life. But the uncomfortable truth, the mama plays a big part in that. She does. See, some women will say, you didn't fight hard enough to see your child. Some women will say that. But this is the uncomfortable truth. If a man really fights the way he wants to, all hell will break loose. If he fights the way he wants to see his child, all hell will break loose. And then he'll be in jail somewhere. Mama, the uncomfortable truth is that, do you fight to go see your child? I always have to ask y'all this question. Do you hear me? I always have to ask y'all this question. Do you fight to see that baby? You don't. You don't fight to see that baby. But you want this man to fight to see his child. And it could be a host of things why the baby daddy can't see the child. It could be he got a new chick, she jealous. It could be she was the side chick, he didn't want to leave his main chick. So now you can't see the baby. Some of y'all get in here and you'll hear horror stories where the women will say, well, only how he would take care of his baby is I had to give him some coochie. And yeah, that's at times that's true too. But only how sometimes women will let men see their children too, as if he blow that back out. If he blow that back out, then yes, you can see your kid. And maybe he didn't even want to mess with her. You know what I'm saying? But he want to see the boy. He want to see the girl, so he got to make peace with her to see the children. Some baby fathers got to walk on eggshells just to see their babies. He got a new wife. It could even be this. He got a wife now, okay? And family reunion is coming. Instead of her giving the children to him so that they can go to the family reunion, she wants to go to the family reunion with her kids so that she can aggravate the wife. So she could be hugging all on the family members like they cool to make the wife feel some type of way. One thing about my sisters is that they get in here, baby. They get in here, honey. They will do some nonsense. That is the uncomfortable truth. There are a lot of men who go through bullshit because the baby mama is jealous. And the sad part is a lot of content creators that are males, they'll get in here and they'll say, my sisters are perfect. They don't do stuff like that. The man is just a deadbeat. And the truth is, he may not even be a deadbeat. It's just that she made him to be a deadbeat. That he only just send his money to the courts and he stay away because he don't want to go to jail. And then he think in his mind that, you know what, when the child get older, the child gonna come see me. But I'm gonna share something with y'all, my brothers. I'm gonna share something with y'all. Stop taking that road, honey. Stop taking that road. I'm not telling you what to do, but stop taking that road. Baby, get familiar with the local police and your baby mama town. Get familiar. Go over there, drop some donuts and coffees over there and coffee. Say, listen, y'all, you know, it's my weekend to go see the baby. Okay? I got my this is my court order right here. Okay? This is my court order. I'm supposed to go see the baby. She telling me I can't come pick up the baby. This is when you get cool with the police department, baby. Have your stuff ready. My father used to come with his paperwork. My daddy was ready. My daddy was ready. Okay, he was ready for war. Okay, he was ready. Every time he had to come pick me up, he had them paperwork. Nope, this is I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be here. Okay, I'm supposed to pick her up. And let me share something with you. No police department going to stop you from getting that baby. When she get in here with a baby sick, the baby sick, get in here and say, you know what? I'm gonna take him to the pediatrician. Get that paper, okay? There ain't no police department gonna let her keep that baby. Ain't none of them gonna let her keep that baby. They gonna tell her, bring that baby down. She say, well, I'm not gonna give him the car seat. And the baby daddy say, baby daddies, y'all get the car seat. Go buy a car seat. Go buy a car seat. Go buy a car seat. Get familiar with your local police department. You hear me? Get familiar. It's sad that you got to go fight to be around this baby. But I'm going to share something with you. If you don't fight to be around this baby, if you don't go to court and fight against it, she going to brainwash this baby. She going to brainwash this baby into believing that you never loved this baby, that you never wanted this baby, all these things. See, one thing mamas don't tell is that they was the side chick. They don't never tell that. Okay? They don't tell they was screwing other men and this and that. And that's why the daddy was like, he was a little bit skeptical about who you belong to. They don't tell that part. They can't tell that part. No, because mama got to look clean. Mama got to look clean, sparkling white. I love my sisters. I'm not in here trying to clown you. But some of y'all is diabolical. Some of y'all diabolical. Now, you can't do nothing if the daddy don't want to be bothered with the child. Ain't nothing you could do. All you could do is raise the child, but you shouldn't talk bad about the daddy to the child, even if the daddy don't want to be bothered with the baby. You raise the baby as best as you can, and then let the child take up the mantle to go after him. Let the child take up the mantle and go after him instead of you bashing the daddy and dog walking him. Because what's going to happen is when the child go after the daddy ain't got no reason to lie. He going to tell the child, your mama took care of you. I didn't do right by you. I ain't want no baby. What the daddy got to lose? He going to tell the truth. I ain't want no baby. I didn't do right by your mama. The problem y'all be having is when the daddy wanted to be around the baby. And every time the daddy came, it was a war. Okay? And especially if you was a hoe. You was out there screwing everybody. And then you trying to paint the daddy as being evil because he denied the child. And all the while, the daddy was only denying the child because you was out there giving the pussy away like the collection plate. We don't be wanting to talk about that, though. We don't be wanting to talk about that, though, right? If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also, donate to the page if you like the content. That's the uncomfortable truth. But I want y'all to hear Dr. Umar. You know, I did a full rant, y'all. But I want y'all to hear what Dr. Umar said, okay? But before we get to it, let's get in here and thank Sister 1973 for the $4.99 super chat. And I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you. So here we go. Here we go.
In your way, and keep my name out your mouth. Out your mouth. It's none of your business. None of your business. What I'm doing right now. Do right now. You gon' mess around. Gon' mess around. Look around and find out. Don't find out. With my ladies' hand. Ladies' hand. What they want you to find. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. And keep my name out your mouth. Out your mouth. It's none of your business. None of your business. What I'm doing right now. Do right now. You gon' mess around. Gon' mess around. Look around and find out. Stay in your lane.
So, Tracy, I see you, baby. Thank you for the $10 super chat, honey. I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you, honey. Thank you so much for donating to the channel. Guys, if you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also, donate to the page as well. Here we go. Here we go. Direct deposit, baby. Direct deposit. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you for the $10 super chat. Shots on me, but no more than two. All right, now that's what he said. Okay. Sister 1973, thank you, baby, for the $4.99 super chat. My two amazing sisters, thank you for donating to the channel. Thank you to everybody who was in the chat. Okay, thank you for the views. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming to rock with me today. So let's get to what Dr. Umar was saying, because people are dog walking this man. Okay, mind you, I don't agree with everything Dr. Umar say, but let's get in here and hear what he got to say in his defense. Here we go.
The more slander that we will see, brothers and sisters, and I'm built for it. The son of Ogun, I got my two spiritual machetes ready. If they want to send children to do their dirty work, send the children. If they want to send the children to do their dirty work, send the children. Send who you must. But if you don't know by now, if you don't know by now who the chosen one of this generation is, you must be dumb, deaf, and blind. If you don't know who the ancestors sent in this generation, I can't speak to the previous generation, and I can't speak to the next generation. But in this generation, I think we all know who the chosen one is, brothers and sisters. But like I said, the
Deadbeat who?
child support started, you wasn't even out your mama yet. And she took me to child support. Deadbeat who? Deadbeat who? Child custody file this thick. What are we talking about? Where is Mama Smurf?
Where's Mama?
Where is Mama Smurf? Can we please have a sit down?
Oh, shit. He said, where Mama?
Brothers and sisters. Brothers and
He
sisters.
said, where is Mama Smurf?
You can fool some of the people all the time.
Shit.
And you can fool all the people some of the time.
Lord.
You can fool some of the people all the time.
Say it now.
And you can fool all the people some of the
Say
time.
it now. Oh, gee.
You can fool all the people some of the
No,
time.
he didn't say that.
And you can fool some of the people all the
Go
time.
ahead now.
But you can't fool the prince of Pan-Africanism any of
He
the
said,
time.
no, not me.
Calling me names,
Calling me names.
using profanity.
Using profanity.
Really? Really? Disrespectful mouth?
Now, you said the audio is going out. You said the audio going out? That's what you said? Let's do it again. Let's do it one more time. I don't know, honey. Anybody is the audio acting up? Oh, you said you fixed it. What happened now? You done messed
Not
up.
gonna lie on
Sister 1973, Black Queen, how are you, baby?
Yeah.
We gonna do it again.
Social.
Do it
I
again.
told you to mind your business.
Oh shit. Let's do
The
it again.
children. If they want to send the children to do their dirty work, send the children. Send who you
He said,
must.
send who you must.
But if you don't know by now,
Thank you, Black
if
Queen.
you don't know by now,
Oh shit.
if you don't know by now who the chosen one
said
of
if
this
you don't know
generation
by
is, you must be dumb, deaf, and blind.
See that?
If you don't know who the ancestors sent in this generation, I can't speak to the previous generation,
shit.
and I can't speak to the next generation. But in this generation, I think we all know who the chosen one is, brothers and sisters. But like I said, the best thing you can do, or the worst thing you can do, is mind my
He
business.
said, mind my business.
Because I'm going to block your
I'ma
ass.
block your ass.
And you're going to be in the book of
And you're
Negroes.
gonna be in a book of Negroes.
Okay?
All right now.
Trying to build your struggle streaming career off of my back,
Oh shit.
coming up out of nowhere,
Out of nowhere.
acting like you've been looking for me.
You been looking where?
Get Mama Smurf.
He said, get Mama Smurf.
When can the three of us have a sit down? I'm ready
Why
for
you
this.
say Mama Smurf?
I'm ready for it. When can Mama Smurf, Papa Smurf, and Baby Smurf have a sit down?
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm ready for this. And I will have my white man paperwork.
He said
I will have my white man paperwork.
Oh,
When can
shit.
we do the sit down?
That's right.
When can we do the
That's
sit
right.
down?
Had that white man paperwork, baby.
Been paying child support since you damn near came out the womb.
said
Deadbeat who? When can we have a sit down?
Deadbeat who?
Child support started, you wasn't even out your mama yet.
Oh, my
And she took me to child support. Deadbeat who?
Deadbeat who?
Deadbeat who?
Oh shit.
Child custody file this thick. What are we talking about?
What?
Where is Mama Smurf?
Where's Mama Smurf?
Where is Mama Smurf?
Oh,
Can we please have a sit down?
That's nasty.
Brothers and sisters, you can fool some of the people all the time,
Go ahead.
and you can fool all the people some of the time.
All right now.
You can fool some of the people all the time,
Okay.
and you can fool all the people some of the time.
Okay now.
You can fool all the people some of the time, and you can fool some of the people all the time.
Black lady, stop.
But you can't fool
No.
the prince of
I'm saying black
Pan-Africanism
lady.
any of the time.
I'm thinking about black lady this morning. I
Calling
didn't
me
see her.
names,
Black queen, how are you, honey?
using
Once
profanity.
again, you better stop laughing.
Really? Really? Disrespectful mouth?
Oh, that's nasty.
Because you want to build your career. Okay. No problem.
All right now.
Build your career, princess. I want
Your
you
career,
to
princess.
be happy. I want you to do what you must do, but you're not going to lie on me.
Oh, you say you're not gonna
You're
lie on
not going to lie on me. Lord have mercy. Social media. I told you to mind your business. When I say mind your business, I mean mind your business. Social media has turned our children into a bunch of narcissists.
Ooh.
Social media has turned our children into a bunch of narcissists.
All right,
We
now.
will do anything for attention. We will do, I'm not getting on nobody live, sister. Let me say this again. Y'all still don't understand. The more slander.
Now I'm gonna share something with y'all. Everybody thought that it was first a joke, right? They thought it was a joke that the woman wasn't related to him and this and that. But all you gotta do is look at the child face. That's his baby. All you gotta do is look at that child face. That's his child. That's why he came out was like, yeah, but where's Mama Smurf at? Okay? Now he called himself a Smurf too. Now he said Mama Smurf, Baby Smurf and Daddy Smurf got to get together, okay? Because I got the white man's paperwork. What does that mean? He has the paperwork to see the baby, but what happened? Because you know, mama's quick to call the police on daddy. Mama is quick to call the police on daddy. Now, you got to remember, not all police departments will take the father's side. But the judges done switched up. The judges like, if the father can't see the baby, you going to jail. This is a good thing. That's right. If I put in a court order, that's right, judges, that's right. If I put in a court order that the daddy's supposed to pick the baby up on the weekends, and the daddy's supposed to spend time with the baby in the summertime, and then you have to come up here and say, my baby ain't going nowhere, you supposed to go to jail, bitch. That's right, because that's a court order. That's a court order, damn it. You can't override a court order, and the police can't do it either, damn it. So that mean that ass supposed to go spend some time in the county jail, bitch. You got to go spend some time in the county jail, bitch. Sister 1973 for the 199 super chat. Thank you, baby. Daddy Lion finna rip the hyena kingdom. That's right, damn it. That's right. Now, I ain't trying to get on Dr. Umar. I'm not. He from the hyena kingdom too. So I don't know if it's a lion. I don't know if he's a lion, but he's from the hyena kingdom too. Because when he got in here and was like, black women act the way they do because it's black men's fault, I said, where's the accountability, damn it? So that's why I believe he from the hyena kingdom. Now, I'm not mad with Dr. Umar, but I had to say something now. Okay? I had to say something now because it's not right. They dog walking him. They dog walking Dr. Umar. Oh no, he just abandoned the girl. He talking about he want to open up a school for children, this and that. Now that school thing is something else. Okay? But we not going to get in here and act like baby mamas don't act a fool. Do you hear me? We not going to get in here and act like baby mamas don't act a damn fool. They do. 18, what's up, baby? No, we not going to do that. We not going to do that. Some of these women act a damn fool and they turn these babies against their daddy. They turn these babies against their daddy. Anytime you ever see the child, the daddy come pick the child up, the daddy got his own place, and the child never want to go with the daddy, it's because the mama telling that baby something. It's because the mama is telling that baby some foolery. Do you hear me? The mama telling that baby some nonsense. It ain't that the child is being touched or doing something wrong to the baby. The mama got that baby mind. See, one thing about a mother, and this is for wives too, you can turn the heart of your children from their father. Because remember, the father is barely home. Because most of the time he's working. So when the children get in there and say, Daddy never go to any of my stuff. Daddy, every time he come home, he just fall asleep on the couch. He never talk to me. This is when, mama, you got to show your ace cards, baby. The deuce and everything. You got to show everything. The queen card and the king card. You got to show everything. When the baby starts saying that, that's when you get in there and say, now, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. You know why your daddy fall out on the chair when he come home? You know why mama always tell y'all, once daddy get in the door, snatch that bag from him, get his boots off his feet? Because your daddy been working all day. He got to go deal with some stupid ass supervisor all day. And your daddy is tired. And why he's working that job is so that we can live in this 5-bedroom house and 3 baths. Your daddy is working that job so we can drive in 2 cars. Your daddy is working that job so we can go on vacations when you feel like it. Your daddy is working that job because there's food on the table and clothes on your back and shoes on your feet. Your daddy is working that job for you to have a big backyard that you can walk all the way down to the road, honey. Your daddy is working that job because he got to pay people to come and fix stuff when the house get messed up. This is the thing that y'all miss. Your daddy is working that job because you need health insurance and life insurance and dental insurance. And you need those eyeglasses that cost $200 and something. Your daddy is working that job because he got to take care of me and you. We don't tell him that. We don't tell him that. You just let him listen. You just let him believe that nonsense. Nobody getting in. Your daddy love you. I tell my kids all the time. I tell them all the time. If it wasn't for your daddy. I tell them all the time. If it wasn't for your daddy. If it wasn't for your daddy. If it wasn't for your daddy. I want them to understand. This is why you don't see your father all the time. Okay? If it wasn't for your dad. Every time daddy come home, all he do, he's tired. Mama, all I do, you know, Mama, you deal with us in the morning, especially on the weekends. You know, back in the day on the weekends, I be with them in the morning. You know, we chilling, we, you know, doing things together. And then in the evening, my king is coming home. I tell him, listen, you see that sign on the door? You see the sign? Once you see it closed, don't knock. Don't knock unless y'all got a problem downstairs. It better be something about to burn down or something like that. Okay, because I got to rub your father down. I got to rub him down after he done took his shower. I got to feed him and all that. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. And I tell them. And when you get them trained, they understand. They, the door shut. We ain't going over there. Okay? Whatever I wanted to ask mama, it'll be tomorrow. Get those children to understand that daddy needs time too. Get those children to understand that if it wasn't for daddy, they wouldn't have all these things. Now, if no daddy in the home, then that's, you know, it is what it is if the daddy ain't in the home. But you should not be training these children to hate their father. Some of y'all do. And I'm going to share something with you. You may not be telling the child directly. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. You may not be telling the child directly. But your ass might be on the phone with your mama. You might be on the phone with your sister. You might be on the phone with your girlfriends and stuff like that, talking bad about the daddy. And so the baby hear you. So now the baby forming his mind or her mind, oh, he ain't want me anyway. He ain't want me. That's what she said. He ain't want me. This comes with a lot of issues because we'll get in here and we gonna bash Dr. Umar. Because that's the right way to go. That's what we do. That's what the black community do. We got to bash the daddy. The daddy wasn't there. He wasn't there. The daddy wasn't there. So that's what you do. You bash the daddy. But we don't talk about what the mama do. We don't talk about what the mama do. And then when the DNA test come, you know what happened? And he don't be the father. We're not talking about Dr. Umar, but in general. When the DNA test come, because the man got some suspicion that the baby ain't his, the DNA test come, the baby not his, the baby 5 years old. First thing the judge say, well, you know you signed the birth certificate. You've been raising a baby for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? That's what you say. Love, I see what you put in here. The uncomfortable truth is that at times, just like Love just said, the family member will even tell the children. Because sometimes the family members, they know. They know. They'll tell the child. And the child will think some type of way about the daddy. But mama, that's when you come in. That's when you come in. That's when you come in and you say, all this stuff that you got is because of your daddy. All these gifts that you got is because of your daddy. These shoes you got on your feet is because of your daddy. The clothes you wearing is because of your daddy. We are the children's first teacher. Now, if the daddy is not doing the right thing, you still don't tell the baby. And you correct those family members that get in here and say some shit to your baby. You tell them, listen, mind your motherfucking business. Mind your business. Ain't nobody in here talking about your baby daddy. Mind your business. Sometimes you got to curse a bitch out in your family. Sometimes you got to. Tell them, mind your business, bitch. A lot of these babies grow up and they hate the daddy. Because the teaching of the mama, the grandma, the auntie, the aunts, the godmama, get in here and tell them nonsense. And so the child believes that the daddy is evil. I don't agree with everything Dr. Umar say. I don't agree with everything he say. I don't. But on this part right here, I had to come say something. Now, we're going to get into the next foolery. Because we done took 1 hour on that mess. Okay, we're going to get into the next foolery. To all my sisters who in the chat that y'all got a story to tell, baby, thank you for putting it in the chat. I see you. Okay, I see you and I understand. But you got to remember, the women that's in this chat, we lionesses. So y'all going to tell the truth. You going to get in here, you going to tell the truth. It's only those hyenas that's going to get in here and say, well, he should have fought harder. He should have fought harder to see his children. He should have fought harder. How much harder can you fight now? How much harder can you fight? Because ain't nothing harder than going to the courts and getting paperwork. Ain't nothing harder than going to the courts and getting paperwork. That's the hardest of the hard. So what are you talking about? We supposed to be in here fist fighting? Okay. Luxury Picks, how are you? So I feel bad for Dr. Umar, but we gonna jump on to something else. Okay? We gonna jump on to something else. Okay? This woman and her husband, okay, was going to seek counseling. We're going to talk about it. Going to seek counseling. And the woman decided she was going to drop a bombshell on her husband. Okay? And I want y'all to hear how this works out for her. Some of y'all that y'all got ideas in your city, okay? Your city, okay? Once you got an idea in your city, you think it's supposed to play out like you want it to. But you always forget that the person that you're trying to do this to, okay, may be ready for the shit that's coming out your mind, okay? And they have went through avenues to fix the shit on their side. And then when you get to the end of the road and you find out that's not the shit you really wanted, baby, it's too late. It's too late, okay? So this is a Caucasian woman. Now, I told y'all some of these Caucasian women act up like some of y'all sisters. I told y'all they act up like some of y'all sisters, okay? But we gonna hear what she said about her husband. We gonna hear this. Corey Joe, thank you for the $5 super chat, baby. I appreciate you. Sorry I'm late. Preacher. Here's my tithes for the church / chat. Say amen and blessing. I'm not a preacher, but thank you. I appreciate you, sir, for the $5 super chat. Thank you, baby. So this is what, this is what the wife, she thought she had a game plan. Let's hear it out. Let's hear it out.
That I was going to tell him that I wanted a divorce. I texted my therapist, our marriage counselor, and I was like, I need to tell him that I want a divorce, but I want to do it in a session so that there's like a mediator present.
Translation, she wanted a 2-on-1 ambush.
Got us in like ASAP, like 2 days later. And I walked in knowing that I was going to ask for a divorce. And so we sit down in our session. It's like really tense, really awkward. My ex was sitting there like, so why do we have an emergency session? The therapist was like, Jamie, do you want to start? And I just started crying and I was like, I want a divorce. It's hard for me to like say the words. And I was like, I'm done. I want a divorce. He sat there quiet. I'm sitting next to him crying. He didn't move. He didn't look at me. He didn't react at all. He just was stone cold. And eventually our therapist was like, would you like to respond? So he responded right away and he's like, fine, let's just go ahead and finalize the details. And that was that. And it was like, I looked at my therapist and I was just like kind of stunned.
Oh, what's wrong, Pookie? Did your plan to get him to lose his cool in front of a witness so you can use it against him in court fail miserably?
It's sad, isn't it?
Like, I knew that I was ready to leave that day, but I couldn't believe that was his reaction. There was no empathy, there was no compassion, there was no like wanting to fight for us, which...
Fight for what? To give you validation after you tried to rip his guts out in front of a stranger? Or to give you ammo to use against him in court?
I don't think so.
I didn't think that there would be, but you just always hope that like one last try, We went home that night. We didn't speak. He slept on the couch. I woke up and went to work the next day. Came home. He was playing PlayStation that night. I sat next to him. We hadn't talked in 24 hours. And I said, can we talk about what happened yesterday? And he was just playing, just looking straight ahead. And he was like, what's to talk about? In my mind, I'm thinking, this is our last ditch effort to like steer the ship around, And I was like, so what are we gonna do? And he just kept playing. And he was like, I already got an apartment. I already took my name off of the lease. He had done things. Within that 24 hours, he had opened up the filing folder of his single man life and went ahead and got all the shit done.
Yeah.
Decided that I was going.
So this is a case of you done fucked up and found out. Okay? You done fucked around and found out. This is the case of you done fucked around and found out, bitch. That's what happened. Some of y'all who you want to get a rise out of your husband and you get in here and say, I want a divorce, and he turn around and say, with a paper, okay? You didn't think so. You didn't think so. Okay? You didn't think so. Okay? But you found a man that said, I love myself. Okay? Because there are some brothers that will stay in a marriage. They know. These are for the Caucasian men too. There are some brothers that they know they not happy. White men too. They know they not happy, but they will stay because of the children. I want to raise the kids. And they living in hell. They living in hell. A lot of black men, a lot of white men, a lot of Spanish men, y'all be living in hell. The wife is a monster. Okay? Some of y'all sisters of every color, some of y'all monsters. Why would you go and get an emergency session? Y'all trying to work things out, but you will go and get an emergency session with the doctor and say to your husband, you want a divorce. And because in your mind, you were thinking he's going to say, no, baby, let's work it out. I love you. Hey, Green Beans. No, baby, let's work it out. I love you. Morgan, thank you for the $5 super chat, baby. I see you. Thank you. I love you, baby. This and that, all this stuff. Don't leave me. Some of y'all, because you think, oh, if I let him go, if I let him go, he gonna beg. Let's work it out. Let's work it out. Some men have put in their mind, especially if y'all don't have kids either. Some men done put in their mind, listen, I'm done. I'm not happy, And some of y'all women, You will put your husband on ice. You mad with him, so I'm not gonna be fucking him 6 months, 9 months. You got him on ice, and then he looking at you. He looking at you like, why did I get married? And I feel like I'm still a bachelor, that I gotta beg for pussy. You know what I'm saying? Why did I marry this bitch? You know, this is what they're thinking. So now you done told him in front of this other person, oh no, I want a divorce, and you didn't think, you thought he was gonna get in here and beg you? You thought he was gonna get in here and beg you? No, let's make it work. Let's make it work. That's right, 18. Yes. Yes. Tia's the prime example, baby. Prime example, honey. See, stop getting in here saying stuff to your husband you don't want the answer to. Stop getting in here saying nonsense to your husband you don't want the answer to. I'm telling you. Am I judging? I'm judging. I'm judging. Okay. Doechii has said that two or times or more. I have said that to my husband. I've said I want a divorce. You know, in the beginning of our marriage, I want a divorce. And he looked at me, pulled his glasses down. He started laughing. He started laughing. And he'll say, what you say again? I said, I want a divorce. And he looked at me, he just laughing. He said, and I done told you. Okay? I done told you that when we were dating, he said, when we were dating, green beans, you ain't right. I just saw that right now. When we were dating, okay, I told you this is a lifetime affair. And so since you don't understand what I mean, maybe go lay down, take a nap or something. Because there's no divorce here. There's no divorce. This is for better or for worse, rich or for poor, you know. Death do us part. We're not doing that. Shout out to my king. My king has hold our marriage together. Because, baby, the first 2 years, the shit I was putting this man through, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. See, that's how you know God had to tell him, this is your wife. This is your project. You got to train this one right here. She's a whole walking nightmare. Now, let my king tell it now. He'll say I wasn't bad. I'm telling you right now, if you ask my husband how bad was Doechii, he'll say she wasn't bad. He know I was. He know I was, but he just being so kind. She wasn't that bad. You know, she wasn't that bad. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Good morning, Jay LeBron. Ain't no way. So this is what you done fucked around and found out, mommy. You done fucked around and found out. Okay? She ain't the only one. She ain't the only one. Here's another one. Here's another one. Because y'all get in here and y'all be telling these men, I don't need you. You know, this is shit y'all say. I don't need you. I want a divorce. Especially if you've been with a man for a long time, many years y'all have been dating. And then all of a sudden you wake up and say, well, you know what? If I leave him, he'll come back. Some of y'all do that foolishness. And then you forget that this man been waiting for this because you've been mistreating him anyway. You've been mistreating him. And then sometimes the one that got away, he trying to get back to her. Okay? Sometimes the one that got away, he trying to get back to her. Okay? Nelly is a prime example. Here we go. Here we go. Here is Chantel Jackson telling her part of the story. Y'all women gonna stop. Once it get in your city, you think it's gonna sound right once it come out. Y'all gonna stop this shit. Okay? Y'all gonna stop this shit. Doechii would never say no shit like that. I'm not gonna get in there like right now. I'm not gonna get in there talking about I want a divorce. Where am I going? Ain't shit out here. Ain't shit out here. Okay, ain't shit out here. Yesterday I was rubbing my king down and shit. I was kissing him and shit and everything. And I was kissing his feet and shit. Don't listen. Listen, don't judge me, bitch. Don't judge me. Okay? Because my king, he worked hard. His feet and everything. I rubbed this man down. Okay? Don't judge me, bitch. Don't judge me. Okay? Now, Do I respect and work? You listen. Don't be mad. Yes, I love my husband. What the fuck? Do I worship the man? And what? You mad with me, bitch? What? I don't care. I don't care. You mad with me? That's your business. Okay? Yes, I worship my husband. I love the ground he walks on. Fuck what you heard. I can't be out here doing nonsense. Okay? Shit, no. Fuck what you heard. I'm not one of y'all. Oh, I got all these men in my DMs. No, fuck what you heard. No, fuck what you heard. Y'all stupid. Y'all stupid. Okay? I love mine. Okay, I love mine. Baby, I'll catch a case, bitch. Ain't no way. Now take heed to the message does not support violence. I'll support violence. Okay, I don't support violence. Brian, thank you, baby, for the $9.99 super chat. This is a true prison for some. This is true prison for some. Now he right. He right. It ain't a prison for me. It ain't no prison for me. Okay, I keep telling y'all bitches, don't come save me. I live in a 5-bedroom house and 3 baths. Bitch, don't come save me. Don't come save me. Okay? Don't come save me. Now, this is Chantel Jackson, and this is what she said, what she thought when it got in her city if she let Nelly go. Okay, here we go.
Think or have this make-believe story. I left because I wanted initially, I guess, space to see maybe will the space bring us back together, or do I need the space because I just need to rip off that Band-Aid. So, and initially I wanted the space or the break to rip that Band-Aid off. So, but no, like, no ill will, nothing bad. Just sometimes people don't work out. People grow apart. Like, sometimes one person might want to be still in the situation and the other person is like, this isn't working. It happens, you know? Right, it just didn't work out. And that is all good.
Are you tired?
Shout out to Tasha K for that clip. So this is another prime example. Now, will I say her move helped Nelly to make his decision to he spent the block on Ashanti? Yes, because Ashanti was his, how can I say this? His destiny. Ashanti was his destiny. Okay? So what happened after Chantel broke up with him? Okay, what'd he do? He was at some I think they had a concert or something, and Ashanti was there. Okay, and Ashanti was walking off stage, and he got like a hug from her, right? And she hugged him back. Like, you know, she gave him that hug. Like, all y'all brothers know this hug. This is what Nelly said, that Ashanti gave him this hug, like, baby, I need you, okay? That type of hug, okay? So now Nelly, that opened up the door for Nelly to say, wait a minute now, let me spin the block, okay? Okay, listen. Don't get in here and get upset now. Don't get in here and get upset. Now, that gave him the go ahead, because you've been messing. You haven't seen this woman in what, 2-3 years? And y'all at a concert together, and she's on stage, walking off stage, and you know, you went in, she greeting everybody, okay? You went in and you hugged her, okay? And she gave you that hug like, baby, come get this pussy, okay? She gave you that hug like that. And Nelly knew. Shout out to Nelly, damn it. Nelly knew. Now listen, I was judging her because I thought she just was a baby mama. But come to find out, they got secretly married before she got pregnant. They had got secretly married. Nobody knew. And then, because I was calling her a baby mama, I was mad with her and shit. I'm like, how you wait to get this old and then turn into a baby mama? I was mad. And I dog walked her. And I had to come back and apologize and shit. I'm like, Ashanti, I'm sorry, baby. She was married to him and shit. Nobody knew. And got pregnant. Shout out to Ashanti, damn it. Okay? But that's what you did, Chantel. You thought he was going to... He ain't want you. He ain't want you. He was happy you left. He ain't want you. He sure did marry Ashanti and then got her pregnant. And now they got rumors saying that she might be pregnant again. I don't blame them at all. Nelly's oldest child is in her 20s now. Okay? And he done raised his sister child as well. So listen, I don't blame him. Okay? I don't blame him. This is what y'all get for talking about you want to spin the block. I want to spin the block. Okay? Now, I want y'all to hear something. And it looked like it's a comedy skit a little bit, but it's funny. It's from The View. Y'all ever see that white guy that get in here? I don't know if he's white. He got like a little accent. He always get in here and do skits with The View. Okay? And it's like an eye opener when he get in here and speak. So one of the girls from Atlanta something was in here, Portia, and she was talking about how she put her career, before everything, and that she doesn't desire to be married. She was telling women that if you have a desire for something else, don't get married, okay? So this brother come in the skit, and he just, tear up her whole thing, okay? Y'all listen to this while I go outside and get this dog.
Women out there in America, if you are leaving a marriage, first of all, I applaud you for making a decision for you and doing what's right for you. It's hard to pick yourself when you become one with somebody because you're one. And then all of a sudden when things are bad, you have to just choose you. Yeah. So I went into a business that I was passionate about, which is decor and hair, and I'm acting now, so.
Well, Portia, after listening to all of that, I see why you had 2 failed marriages. We should encourage women not to leave a marriage. Of course, there are exceptions like abuse and other things, but when you say to women out there, I applaud you for making decisions for you and doing what's right for you, it's not all about you. You make decisions that's good for the outcome of your children, which is to grow up with something called a father in the household. I mean, study after study shows that kids with both parents do better with grades, friends, and future, okay? So I think with that advice of yours, you're basically encouraging women to follow your path, sacrifice their kids to play the main character, maybe have a career if they're lucky, yet still end up miserable like Whoopi.
Now, I told y'all that the guy does like a skit or something. I don't think he's up there on The View because that thing would not have landed well at all. So he does like a skit with their stuff. And he corrected Portia. Now, she, it's just a skit, but he spoke the truth. How do you get in here and you're telling women with 2 failed marriages, okay, that, you're looking for your dreams, just leave your husband. Raise these kids on your own. Because you're looking for your happiness, not anybody else. And this is the uncomfortable truth that a lot of us get in here, and we teach women that your happiness come first. Fuck the children. You know what I'm saying? Your happiness come first. Fuck the husband. You know what I'm saying? This is what these younger women believe. My happiness come first. And your happiness don't belong in marriage. It's joy. Joy belongs in marriage, not happiness. She said, I pursued my career. Hey, Ricky, how are you? I pursued my career. You couldn't do that while you were married and still brought that money home and we build from there. Her first husband was better. The second one, the first husband looked it better than me. Okay. The second husband was on some, demon time stuff. Okay. But you destroy your home because of happiness. Happiness is a devil job. I'm sorry. Happiness belongs to the devil. Yes, you want to know why? Because women will get in here and say, I ain't happy. I ain't happy. And they will tear the whole kingdom down. I'm not happy. Okay? I ain't happy. So let me get in here and tear the whole kingdom down. Now we're gonna come back, but I gotta hit everybody up shout you out. Okay. For everybody who donated to the channel, baby. I appreciate you. So I see Brian for the $9.99 super chat. Brian said this is the truth. No, Brian said this is true. Prison for some. Okay, we were talking about marriage, okay? So Morgan for the $5 super chat, I appreciate you. Corey Joe for the $5 super chat. Corey Joe says, sorry I'm late. Preach, preacher, here's my tithing, church/chat, say amen, blessings. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you. So Corey Joe, we gotta hit him with his own music, baby. Guys, please make sure you like and subscribe to Corey Joe 1000 Watts Radio. Content is always smoking, baby. Content is always smoking. Here we go with the horns, y'all. Here we go.
Donations. Gifts. Donations.
Go ahead, Corey Joe.
Yes.
1000 Watts Radio, baby.
Cash money, just hit the button, nigga. 6 that's 6 figure. It's a dream, but the price keep rising. Gold in my hands, but feeling divided. When you talk, I hear it calling.
All right now.
Second up, watch it keep on slamming. Keep on ballin', we ballin'. Cash out for the snaps. Super chats for the stocks.
Thank you, Corey Joe.
Let it out. On the side of that. Oh, hell with the hell. Just living with yourself.
Shout out to Corey Joe for the $5 super chat. And Morgan, baby, here we go, Morgan. Here we go, baby. There we go. You gotta check that pH balance, baby. That's nasty.
Check that pH balance, baby. You gotta check that pH balance, baby.
All right now.
You gotta check that pH balance, baby.
All right now. Wait a minute. What'd he say?
Something is on.
What'd he say? Hold on.
Something ain't right.
All right now. Hey, Purge.
Something is in the air tonight.
Get it, baby. All right now.
Something smells fishy, and we ain't eating fish.
Shout out to AI for the
Thinking
culture.
to myself,
All right now.
what the hell is this?
Get it.
Sex is good,
What'd he say?
but please do better.
Oh, shit.
You need to get that pH balance together,
Oh,
baby.
shit. Wait a minute. Get it. Damn, it's bad now. Green Bean said, I'm going to fall out if Doechii finds a way to, what is it? Scratch what? What happened? Okay. Now, next one, because we got to get in here. Brian had gave $9.99. Okay, $9.99. Brian, thank you, baby, for donating to the channel. Okay, thank you, baby, for donating to the channel. Okay, I appreciate you. All right, I appreciate you, honey. Now I got something for y'all. Okay, I got something for y'all. Now this is the song right here of the women who are single. Okay, this is the song for the women who single, and they said, listen, I'm single, yeah, but you know, I'm independent. Okay, I'm independent. Scratching records like a DJ. Okay, all right, thank you. I didn't understand what he was saying. Let's continue. Here we go.
I can't waste my time.
That's the new song.
Yeah, you gotta be worried. I might be single, but I date with a purpose. I'm not into games. I can't be nobody's fool. And I ain't no player. But I can learn you a thing or two. I'm a whole lot of one. Are you sure you can handle me? Can you pay me attention? Can you give me what I need?
Like a
Don't bring no baggage to me. Gotta be single and free. We can give it a go. But first I gotta let you know I can't waste my time.
That's the new anthem. Why are we dancing because you single? You know what I'm saying? I'm just, why are we dancing? Why, Mimi, don't laugh, Mimi, don't laugh. Why are we dancing because you single? No, listen, I'm not hating on nobody who's single, but why are we dancing? Why is this a song?
I can't waste my time.
The beat is
gotta be
nice
worried.
though. The beat is nice
I might
though.
be single, but I ain't with a purpose. I'm not into games. I can't be nobody's fool, and I ain't no player.
You can probably do
But I
bust
can learn
out
you a
with this
thing
song.
or two. I'm a whole lot of one. Are you sure you can handle me? Can you pay me attention? Can you give me what I need? Don't bring no baggage to me. Gotta be single and free. We can give it a go.
Why is that a song? Why is that a song? Oh my God. Why is that a song? Anyway, let's get back to the nonsense, okay? Let's get back to the foolery. So, a lot of my sisters, okay, this is every color, y'all will put something in your city and you will go throw this at this man, okay? Let's talk about it. You will go, okay? You will go and throw this at this man and think that he's supposed to respond the way you want him to. So you go and tell your husband, I don't want to be married no more. And in your city, you done got, what you're thinking is that he's supposed to fall to his knees. Because that's what we were talking about, y'all. Okay, don't miss it now. That's what we were talking about. You go and tell this man, I don't want to be married no more. And in your city, it played out that he like, no, wait a minute. I love you. Let's make it work. Let's make it work. Let's do what we got to do, to make it work. Excuse me. In your city, you have that. No, if I say that to him, if I say I want a divorce, he's going to be ready to fight. Why do men always got to fight? Why do they always got to fight for a marriage? Because that's what she said. That's what the Caucasian woman said. She said, I thought he was going to fight. Who's going to fight for a marriage where the other partner said, I'm ready to give up? Who is fighting for a marriage when the other partner get in here and say, I'm ready to give up? When you talk to this man, you talk nasty to him. When it's time for y'all to make love, you act like you don't know you're supposed to make love to this man. Some of y'all put your husband on ice for 6-9 months, and then when he cheats, you run to the pastor and say, Pastor, he cheating on me. And pastor don't ask questions, because I couldn't be no pastor, because I sure ask some questions. Have you been sleeping with your husband? That's the first thing I'm going to ask. Have you been sleeping with your husband? Okay? Okay? And when you tell me no, I'm going to look at you. And I'm going to say, well, what he was supposed to do now? Okay? What was he supposed to do? Okay? I'm listen. I know y'all going to say, take heed now. Wait a minute. No. Listen, you have put this man on ice for 6 to 9 months. You have not been sleeping with him. Some of y'all get gangster. Some of y'all do a year, 2 years. I don't know how. I don't know how y'all do it. Some of y'all do it. Y'all get gangster. Y'all sleep in the same bed, but you have made the bed ice cold for this man. And so now when he has found a warm bed to lay in, okay, he done found a warm bed to lay in, and now you get in here and talk about, I want a divorce. Of course, he gonna pack up his shit. He gonna go. He's gonna go. You done already gave him the green light. He's gonna go. And then you took him to the counselor to hurt him in front of somebody else, when you could have talked to him in the house. You didn't have to have no emergency meeting. You could have talked to him in the house. You could have said, honey, it feels like you don't want our marriage to work. You could have even said that. And then he could have looked at you and said, honey, it's not that. It's not that I don't want the marriage to work. It's that you are acting like you my mama. Some of y'all act like you your husband's mama. Okay? Some of y'all do. Some of y'all act like you your husband mama. Okay? Some of y'all dog walk your husband. You can't say one kind word. Okay? When he come home from work, okay? You don't want to even talk to him. Okay? Nobody bites him, bite your husband. I told y'all all the time, learn how to bite your husband on the beard, on his cheek, jump on him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying now, if you're a big girl, don't be doing all that. Wait till he sit down and then you can sit your ass on him. I do mine like that because I'm a big girl. I can't be jumping on my husband. So when he sit down, I sit this big ass on him and I bite him. Okay? I bite him. I like to aggravate my husband. I like to aggravate him. I bite him on his face. I do a lot of stuff. Okay? And sometimes he tell me, wait a minute now. Lock the door first. Okay? Lock the door first. You move too fast. Lock the door first so the kids don't walk in. Okay? So I aggravate mine. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to aggravate him. I said good aggravation. Okay? Good aggravation. Okay? Okay? Sometimes, I got to say this low because I don't want the kids to hear me. Sometimes suck his dick without him knowing you gonna suck his dick. You know what I'm saying? Just, he's sitting down, nobody's in the house. You just walk up, take his pants down, suck on his dick. I'm just telling you. Okay? Learn how to speak to the mic. Now, listen. Okay? Stop laughing at me, Stephen. Now, listen. Okay? She wasn't ready. She didn't know he was ready to go. Okay? Now, Daniel, I done already told you, stop laughing at me. Okay? Now, she didn't know he was already ready to go. He done been stepped out to marriage. His mind is not even in the marriage no more. He's unhappy with her. Some of y'all who get in here, you put your husband on ice, you think that's smart. You think that's smart. He would never tell you that that's smart. Put your husband on ice. Oh, you know what? I should have said that, Stephen. Stephen, thank you. Grown folks talking. Now, if this conversation bothers you, baby, scroll up. You don't have to sit here and watch me. Okay? If the conversation offends you, baby, scroll up. Okay? You don't have to sit here and watch me. So now, when Doechii get in here and I tell y'all, make love to your husband. Be consistent with it. Be consistent with the love making. Love him. The thing is that a lot of y'all don't know how long you got to be with your husband. You don't know when God call him home. You don't know when God gonna call you home. Enjoy him while he is here. But no, you ready to rage war on this man for no reason. He playing his game. That's a problem. You know, my husband don't play game, but he love watching the news. My husband is a news guy. He love the news. You know what I'm saying? He loved the news. He's into the news. So I, leave him be at times. And then sometimes he tell me, come over here. Get over here, big girl. You know what I'm saying? So this is the thing. What he loves, let him be at peace with what he loves. You ain't got to aggravate him all the time. You ain't got to aggravate him all the time. You ain't got to, be in his face and making an argument every day. More than likely, you could tell this woman, she has the demeanor. You see, I shared it with y'all in our group chat. She has this demeanor that she just nasty to him. You can tell. She gonna say he's supposed to fight for our marriage. Who tapped out now? Who tapped out? You saying he's supposed to fight for the marriage, but who tapped out, sis? And this is the Caucasian family, y'all. Who tapped out? You tapped out. You took him to the counselor and you tried to embarrass him. And you didn't think he had an ace in the hole. You didn't think that. He said, okay. What did you want him to do? You wanted him to fall out and say, no, don't leave. Let's work it out. Can you imagine being dog walked, being disrespected? More than likely you ain't have no respect for him anyway, okay? More than likely you didn't sleep with him like you was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? My sisters, I'm going to share something with you. Even when you mad with your husband, you supposed to fuck him. I know y'all said, wait a minute, bitch. I heard one of y'all. Did you just say, wait a minute, bitch? Yes, you still supposed to fuck him. You mad with him, you still supposed to sleep with him. Mm-hmm. You still supposed to cook. You still supposed to clean the house. You still supposed to respect him. I said, wait a minute, bitch. Wait a minute. Did that fat bitch just say that? I know one of y'all said that. Did that fat bitch just say that? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. You supposed to still fuck him. You supposed to still cook. You supposed to still clean up. You supposed to still wash his clothes, even when you mad with him. Wanna know why? Because he still pay that mortgage. He still pay that light bill. He still pay the car. He still pay the car insurance. He still pay the health insurance. He still pay the life insurance. He still buy food. He still put gas in your car. He still maintain the car, even though he mad with you. You mad, right? Because you wanted me to say you ain't supposed to do nothing for him, right? That's what you wanted me to say. I know you do. It looked like YouTube is suppressing my content. That's what it looked like. I don't care. I don't care if you suppressing my content. I ain't saying nothing bad. Now, Karen is right, but I had to say Caucasian because you want to know why, Karen? Because they'll always say, take heed, all you do is talk about black women. So that's why I had to say Caucasian, Karen. No offense, Karen. No offense, okay? This is the uncomfortable truth. You supposed to still love and care and take care of your husband, even though you mad with him. I'm gonna share something with you. Don't you know if you fuck your husband while you mad, you won't be mad after you done? Anybody know that? Do you know that? Do you know that? Huh? After you have screwed your husband, okay? After you screwed him, you won't be mad with him no more. It might be something stupid that you're mad with him for. Some of the times when we mad with our husbands is always something stupid. So after you done already gave him that pussy, okay? You ain't mad no more. He done fucked the madness out of you. Okay? Especially if you did cowgirl first, because you think you're doing something. Some of y'all get in here, you know, you think you're doing something when you're doing cowgirl. I have been here when you're doing cowgirl. You think you're doing something. And then when you done got that nut clarity, he look at you because it's not his turn yet. He didn't get it. He didn't get it while you were doing your thing. So now he get to flip you over. Now it's his turn. Okay? Now it's his turn. So now when it's his turn, this is when, you know, you thought you were doing something. And then he got to show you, you know, this is what I need you to do. Put your head down. Put your head down. Okay? And keep that ass up. Okay? And then that's it. You finished. After all that is done, now you laying on him. And you forgot about the argument. Wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's called nut clarity. That's what it's called. I done forgot about the argument. It probably was something stupid. He ain't take the garbage out and none of that stuff. Okay? He did something. You got mad with him about something. Okay? We're not talking about cheating. Y'all get that out your head. We ain't talking about cheating. Okay? But it was probably something stupid. And so you got mad with him. You supposed to still do your wifely duties. Do you hear me? You supposed to still do your wifely duties. You still supposed to sleep with this man. Don't let these women out here tell you, especially your mama. You know, your mama, grandma, aunties always give you the worst advice. Don't sleep with him. You know, don't sleep with him. Punish him like that. You know, punish him like that. Now we'll take heed tell you that I had got horrible advice like that. Yes, I have gotten horrible advice like that, and it was stupid. It was stupid. It's only till I got older I understood that something was wrong. Okay? Because why are you not sleeping with your husband? You're suffering. You're suffering. Now, y'all know yesterday I told y'all, Thursday, I had some stuff going on with my back. Okay? This is just a little private life. Okay? Something was going on with my back. Baby, but my body was on fire. Do you hear me? My body was on fire. Okay? I was laying next to my king. We late in the midnight hour. And I was touching him. And he said, now, you know, he said, you know, we can't, you know. And I looked at him, I said, I need some help. Like, you know, I'm on fire like right now. Okay? And he said to me, not now. Don't worry. I said, okay. I was on fire. I had to get on social media. And post something. Now, I'm going to share something with you. More than likely, when y'all see me post like at 2 or 3 in the morning, I just got finished fucking. But I just, you know, I post because, you know, I'm finished fucking. So now I'm wide awoke now. So, you know. But that day I had to post because I was on fire. So I had to stay on social media until I fell asleep. Okay? So now my king said to me this morning when he was getting ready. My king said this morning when he was getting ready for work, right? He asked me, he said, how you feel? You feel good? I said, I feel, you know, because, you know, this happened Thursday. So I said, I feel much better. And he said, so, you know, I said, I'm ready for war. I see you when you get home, player. That's what I tell him. He started laughing. Baby, ask take heed. Cause she do that like I'm a, that's 6 to 9 months. Ask take heed. Some of y'all crazy. Ask take heed cause she do the 6 to 9 months. Some of y'all do 2 years without sleeping with your husband. Ask take heed cause she do that. Mind you, I had got some stuff done to my back and I was ready that night. Ask take heed cause she do now. Y'all crazy. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Y'all crazy. You see your husband walking out of the shower. This is the thing that irked my nerve. Some of y'all who you don't like your husband, you see how he look. You don't like how he look. There's another woman who like how he look. You wasn't ready for that, was you? You wasn't ready for that, right? I know. Okay? You weren't ready for that. You weren't ready. You said, bitch, what? Yes. You may not like how your husband look, but there's somebody else who like how your husband look. Somebody else like how your husband look. You may not like it. Okay, well, I don't like how he look no more. I don't like how he look. A haircut and a change of clothes will make somebody look different, like new money. You hear me? A new dress and a hairstyle will make a wife look different. You hear me? Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. You get in here and you don't like the way he look. Look at Tia. Look at Tia. Now, I want you to look at Corey. Look at Corey real good, y'all. Look at Corey. Sometimes it's sad when you don't know how fine your husband is. It's heartbreaking. When you don't know how fine your husband is and you let him outside. What Corey say? I'm outside. He had that suit on. He said, I'm outside. What you say? What you say? Corey said, I'm outside. What happened? Lord. What you say? Some of y'all that can't stand your husband and the way that he look, there's another woman who like it. Y'all know a couple, what was it? Our anniversary. Me and my husband anniversary. I posted a picture of us. Some woman got on my page and said, sis, I see why you kiss your husband so much because he got some nice lips, like full lips, right? Okay? Now, was Take Heat upset? I was upset, but I post this picture. So I'm supposed to get, heat like that. Oh, yeah, his lips is full. Yes, I know. I know his lips is full, bitch. I was mad about it, but I post the picture. Okay? I post the picture. My husband got salt and pepper here. I post the picture, bitch. I was mad about it, but I stayed calm. My husband said, wait a minute. Why you upset? You don't know this woman. I said, I'm gonna block this bitch. I done got in here and I said, I'm gonna block this bitch. My husband said, don't block her. She only just gave me a compliment. Don't block her. Don't tell my husband he got some full lips, bitch. Don't be telling my husband he got full lips. Oh, I see why you like to kiss him. Yes, bitch. Yes, bitch. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. Y'all be in here, he don't look the same no more. Karen, stop laughing. He don't look the same no more. Somebody else might like him and shit. You don't like his salt and pepper hair. Somebody else, some other bitch might like him. Wait a minute, wait a minute. How you doing? How you doing, baby? You up there holding that pussy tight. Like you trying to save it forever. You up there holding the pussy. 1 year, he ain't get nothing. So now some woman see him. He got a nice outfit on, some woman see him. He walked past. My husband, he always smelled good. He loved just his cologne. He loved cologne. So he always smelled like really good. So when he walked past people, you could smell him. Okay? Like that nice, like heavenly smelling shit. He smelled like that. So now women, oh, you smell nice, this and that. So can you imagine a bitch like me? I'm up here holding a pussy, locking that shit up. Like, nah, I ain't gonna give him nothing. I ain't giving him nothing. So now some other bitch see him and she got a big ass like me, because you know my husband go for them big butt girls. So now she got a big ass like me and she tell him, oh, you smell nice, you know. You got look, I love it. You smell nice. And my king, that's why I could tell who my king would mess with. You ain't even got the, you know, and once I know you got a shape like me a little bit, I already know I'm in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Once I see it, I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the only problem is that my king don't fuck around. Like he doesn't fuck around. Like he got, you know, he loved to get in something that's his. Okay, so that's the blessing that I got right there. Okay, he loved to get in something that's only his. So now you got this big bitch talking about she like him and this and that, calling him king and stuff. My king is not gonna be rattled because I already call him king. Okay, but if I'm locking the pussy up, clink clink clink, okay, then yes, he gonna be rattled. You done sent him out. And you saying he's slaying demons. Where's he slaying demons at? Where's he slaying demons when you have not given him no pussy? So now when the demon come, he have no choice. He looking at her. Especially if a man ain't had pussy in 1 or 2 years. I'll say 2 months. We gonna be nice. He see a big butt girl. And the first thing he imagine is how wet that pussy is. He looking at her. She rolling and shit. Don't get in here. Don't get in here act like I don't know what I'm talking about. He see her rolling. He look her up and down. And sometimes I'll share something with you. My king, he always say this, so I know some of y'all men be saying this too. Okay? He say sometimes men always look at the legs and see how thick the thighs is, and they imagine how soft it is inside. So now my king looking at this big bitch with this big butt and shit, and I'm not giving him no pussy. Okay, so of course he going, you know, I'm just saying. But y'all be fucking around and finding out when y'all get in here, I'm not gonna sleep with him. I ain't gonna sleep with, this is punishment. I'm not gonna be sleeping with him. And then you find out you got a sister wife, you got a co-wife and shit. Okay, you got a co-wife call you. Is John here? You know, she call you and then she got to talk to you now. Wait a minute now. You know, I have him on the weekends. Okay. I'm looking out for you, sis. She tell you, I got him on the weekend, sis. I'm looking out for you. Okay. I'm trying to hold your marriage together. You don't need nobody hold your marriage together. Give that pussy like candy. Give him candy cane pussy every time you see him and shit. Y'all ain't there holding it. What you holding it for? I know I'm cutting up today. It's Saturday. I know I'm cutting up today. I'm feeling good today. What you holding it for? So, let's get to the next subject. That's what you thought, baby. That's what you thought. And it didn't go the way you thought. Okay? This is a prime example of what a lot of y'all sisters do. My black sisters. My African American sisters. The cult of black women. Check this out right here. This young woman right here. I am Teller. Okay? She got this in here. Here we go.
Sorority that the black women have, sisterhood thing, having similar values, similar behaviors, similar thought patterns, appear the same, talk the same, use the same language, even use the same cadence. Yeah, that's groupthink. It allows them to be accepted by each other. It's a cult-like mindset. And if you don't behave the way that they say to, then you're out of here. So I'm against antisocial culture. And at this point, we can see through the statistics that black women
are aligned with anti-social values in general. We see that through the incredibly high numbers that we don't see in any other races, and we don't see it in Black men. It is a particular group that is going in a destructive direction. And because we can see it showing up in the divorces, in the single parent houses, and the children that are damn falling apart, we know that there must be values that they are aligned with that are not aligned with progress, that are not aligned with pro-social values, that are not aligned with a higher way of being. They can't be, because it would not produce the type of results that we're seeing. This type of
I love what she said, because it is a cult. You know what the cult is called? Happiness. That's what the cult is called. It's called happiness. Mama need to be happy at all costs. That's why they got that old saying that happy wife, happy life, right? Okay? And that's stupid. But they made that up back in the day. That's the dumbest proverb I have ever heard in my life. Happy wife, happy life. Hey, Shay, how are you, honey? So only the wife's supposed to be happy so everything work out. Okay? Only the wife. Fuck the husband. Fuck the children and shit. Only the wife's supposed to be happy. And that's it. Because if mama not happy, ain't shit gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? And that's not right. That's not right. That's the culture that that our sisters live by. I gotta be happy. I gotta be happy no matter what. So me destroying the kingdom makes me happy. So let me get in here and destroy the kingdom. Jay LaRaw said that's one way to create a weak man. All right now. The thing is that we need the man to be weak. Women in general. I'm talking about every color. We need the man to be weak. You want to know why? Because no teaching will occur. Is that nasty? Is that nasty? I know y'all said, wait a minute, bitch. Now, wait a minute. We need him to be weak. So no teaching occurs. Because if no teaching occurs, who corrects mama? Who corrects mama? Who's going to correct mama? So if the husband is weak, mama don't get checked. Mama get to do whatever she want to do, and nobody corrects mama. But the natural order, you hear me? But the natural order, the husband is supposed to correct the wife. And the natural order, he's supposed to correct the wife. Yahweh, what Yahweh does, Yahweh corrects his son, the father. Okay? He corrects the husband. The husband corrects the wife. The wife, what does the wife do? The wife corrects the children. So if the wife doesn't have a correction over her head, how's she correcting the kids? There's nothing there. There's no covering there. So who's calling you on the nonsense you're doing? So if you cursing the kids out and you calling them all types of names, there's nobody there to correct you, mama. So the children is just, mama called me this, mama called me that. The children growing up with all types of nonsense going on because there's nobody to stop you when you go off the handle. How many times have I said to y'all, there are times when the kids run at me and they say some foolishness to me, not physically run at me. Y'all know what I mean. Like they'll say some stuff to me and I didn't like what they see. I didn't like it. So now, okay, the hood take heed about to come out. And then my king get in here. He said, nah, go sit down. You go sit down. I got him. This is too much. I got you. Go sit down. And then what my ass do? I go sit the fuck down. Because you let the owner's manual talk to his offspring. you go sit down, because you're going to say something that's going to hurt these kids. My king has been doing it since these children been born. He'll say, wait a minute, I got it. I see your face. Go sit down. It done got so good. This is what I do. You know what? Wait till your daddy come home. Because I know the shit I can say out my mouth. I say, wait till your daddy come home. And I walk off. Because you want to know why? If I don't tell him, wait till your daddy come home, I'm going to say something that I'm going to regret. So wait till your daddy come home, and now he get in here and he deal with you, and then you apologize to me. So a win is a win, baby. A win is a win. However you take it, a win is a win. They be calling me a snitch in here. You snitch. All you do is tell daddy, hey, Lost in Translation podcast, how are you, sir? They tell me you was a snitch, mama. All you do is snitch, mama. You tell daddy everything, mama. That's right. I'm a snitch, damn it. I'm a snitch, damn it. I'm going to tell your daddy I'm a snitch. That's what they tell me, mama. All you do is snitch. The one in the college, too. She tell me, mama, every time I tell you something, all you do is tell daddy you be snitching on me. And what? So now you do some foolishness, I got to get in trouble, too. Okay? I got to listen to the long lecture. And my king loved to do a long lecture. He'll pull them glasses down, have you sitting in here for God knows how long. I'm not doing that. You do that lecture on your own. Yes. The thing is, if there's no king, okay, at the helm, there's no teaching going on. Nobody gets to stop mama from doing foolery. I watched a woman the other day on IG. She was cursing her baby out. He looked like he was about 12 years old. She was calling him you know what I'm saying. She was calling him a ninja, a mother MFer. She was cursing this boy out. She was calling him all types of names, telling him he ain't shit, none of all this stuff. She was calling him. And because there is no king at the helm, and it's just the children and her, she gets to say whatever she wants to say to the child. She told the child ain't shit. She told the child ain't shit. That's what she said. The mama said that to the baby. If there's no teacher at the helm, mama can fly off the handle and say whatever she want to say because there's no correction. Now, will this boy grow up with some mama problems? Yes, he will. He gonna grow up with some mama problems. She done called him your own baby. You called him a ninja, okay? You called your own baby a ninja. You called him he ain't shit and all this. This your own child you call he ain't shit. Okay? That's one thing I had never said all those things. Mind you, I grew up hard. I grew up ghetto. My mom used to say nonsense to me. I've never cursed my kids like that. Never. Okay? Never. Now, I'll tell you one thing I'm quick to tell them. I say, y'all better clean this mother so-and-so house. I get in here and say that. But you don't hear me calling these kids all out their name and acting crazy. I don't do all that because my king don't allow me to. Why? There's a ceiling. You hear me? There's a ceiling. Okay? There's a ceiling how far I can reach. Okay? So you don't hear me cursing these kids out. You know what hurt the children the most? This is, as a mama, you got to know what hurt your babies the most. When I tell them, when they do something that I don't like, I tell them, you act nothing like your father. They whole face change. They be mad. They be looking at me. I act just like my father. I said, no, you don't. You act nothing like your father. Right now, in this moment, you're acting nothing like your father. They be hurt. They be looking at me. They be looking at me like this. Their eyes wide open and everything like that. I'm like, because you know what to say to your children. You just look and walk away like you ain't say nothing. You act nothing like your father. You got to shake your head too, You got to get serious with them. You act nothing like your father. They just look at you, a deer caught in headlights and shit. See, when I was young, my mama used to say to me, you act just like your motherfucking father. Your father ain't shit. My mama used to say that about my daddy, right? So I took it around and I told the kids, you act just, you don't act nothing like your daddy. You act nothing like your daddy. That's what I say, right? They offended, okay? Now, when I say to them, you know what? You act just like your father. And you know what they tell me? I am my father's child. That's what they tell me. I am my father's child. Now, mind you, this is teaching for when they were young. See, now when they get older, if you try to say that now to them, they don't know how to respond. But I've been saying this to them since they were small. So they'll tell me, I am my father's child. With pride, they'll tell you, I am my father's child. If you say that to them, you act just like your father, right? That's my way of praising them. You act just like your father. And they'll tell me, I am my father's child. They'll walk out the living room pimping like they done did some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they done won $1 million. Y'all, listen. Listen, y'all. The way we talk to these children, it can either be turned around for good or it can be turned around for evil. Do you hear me? And because my sisters, we are all on the same programming of how we talk to these babies, and there's no teacher around to stop you when you're ready to go off the handle. A lot of these kids gonna grow up broken. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also donate to the page as well. A lot of these kids grow up broken because, you know what I'm saying? Because the way you talk to them, mama. The way you talk to them. Some kids think it makes sense because that's the way you talk to them. Nobody ever corrected you. When I was growing up, my mama said things to me about my daddy, and I looked at her. And it was only till one time I said to her, and I was grown, and she said, you look just like your fucking daddy. And I said to her, Mama, you messed with him, didn't you? Didn't you mess with him, Mama? So of course I'm gonna look like my father. Now I know I was wrong. I had hit her in her chest with that thing. She was looking at me and shit. I know I was wrong, but did she not start it? Did she not say it? Okay, did she not? Okay, you see that? Yeah, that's what they would say. I'm just saying. So, y'all all come from the same book. All of y'all come from the same book when y'all get in here and talk about these men. But you slept with him. Your daddy ain't shit. But, when children start turning around saying, well, mama, you slept with him now. You slept with him. He ain't shit. But, you slept with him. So, And that's why, my sisters, y'all got to start learning how to turn that language around that your mama taught you. You got to turn that language around. You look like your daddy. It's the way you talk when you say it to the kids. If you say, oh, you look like your daddy, that's like disgust. You're disgusted with the child when you say, well, you look like your daddy. It's in the tone. You tell a baby, you look just like your daddy. And they laugh about it. They laugh about it. Okay. Now, we're going to get on another subject real quick. Shout out to Red Pill Awareness, okay? I want y'all to hear this. This is a little hard, and then we're going to get on to the Doechii thing, and then we're going to close out, okay? Shout out to Red Pill Awareness. Hear this, y'all. This is painful. Here we go.
A 20-year-old woman from Pennsylvania called the police to report that a man had kidnapped and raped her because she found him creepy. The innocent man was jailed for 31 days due to the false accusation. The incident occurred outside a local supermarket. Angela Borisova Urumova, 20, had just finished shopping and was heading to her car to drive home. In the parking lot, she encountered 41-year-old Daniel Pearson. Urumova's car door had been left unlocked, and the kind-hearted Pearson, worried that someone might steal the vehicle, waited by the car to ensure its safety. When Urumova returned and saw a stranger standing by her car, she found him creepy and assumed he had ill intentions toward her. She yelled at Pearson to get away. Realizing the car's owner had returned, Pearson left. After returning home, Urumova decided to teach Pearson a lesson. She called the police and falsely reported that she had been raped by a creepy man in the Redner parking lot. Upon investigation, the police found discrepancies in Urumova's statement, and Pearson was exonerated. Urumova now faces 17 years in prison for filing a false accusation.
Not guilty of...
Believe all women. Believe all women. This is what y'all say. This is what y'all say. Believe all women. She left the door open. She left the door open, cracked open. And the man didn't want anybody to steal anything out of her car. So he waited near her car so nobody would go in there and steal anything. And when she came back to the car, he said, "You left the door open. And I stood here because I didn't want anybody to steal anything." And then he walked off and went into the store. He didn't ask for her number. He wasn't trying to flirt with her. He was just trying to be nice. Okay? And I'm going to share something with y'all. There's going to be a time, no, we in that time right now, that men don't even want to, they don't give a damn. This is why when y'all be trying to put a 50-inch and a small ass Toyota, okay, thinking that it makes sense. This is why men just look at y'all and watch, okay? This is why men just look at y'all and watch, okay? Y'all trying to put a whole 50-inch TV inside a Toyota and it can't fit. And if you had a husband, you would have known that that shit wasn't gonna fit in no Toyota. But y'all stupid like that. So he trying to be nice, be a good Samaritan, and then you get home and say he did the R word to you, and then they go and lock him up and he stay in jail for 30 days, and you had lied on this man and said he touched you and he didn't. And all he did, and I wish they had, they have surveillance in the parking lot, and all he did, okay, was watch the car until you came back so nobody wouldn't rob the car. This is the nonsense. Believe all women. This is what y'all tell us. Believe all women. Believe all women. When they do bullshit like this, she said she thought he was creepy. So what? Maybe somebody like that creepy man. Okay? The creepy looking man, you believe he creepy. That's why I don't like when my husband volunteer to do nothing for nobody. Only me. Only do stuff for me. Don't volunteer to help nobody. Okay? That's right. Tracy said that's why you mind your business. Bitch, if they rob your car, so what, bitch? I got to go into Walmart. They rob your car, that's your business. You left the shit open. Okay, you left the shit open. Let me just continue to keep going. Okay? Daryl said she belonged to the streets. Nonsense. And so now she's in jeopardy of going to jail. Bitch, good. Go ahead now. Go ahead. I hope you get to get in here and meet Big Keisha. Yes, now, bitch. Go ahead. You in jeopardy of going to jail. Good. False report. That's right, damn it. I'm surprised it took him 30 days to find out he was, he didn't do anything. I'm surprised it took him 30 days. This man's whole life got ruined. He probably lost his job and everything. His wife, he probably married and stuff like that. This is why, my brothers, when you supposed to go to Walmart or you supposed to go to Acme to get milk, put on your blinders. You supposed to go. I don't care if she getting her ass beat. If you now take heed to the message does not support violence. Okay, got to say that. Take heed to the message does not support violence. But if you supposed to go to the store and get milk and cereal, okay, eggs and bacon, okay, keep your eye on the prize. Just, you know, you see some shit, you know, don't look. When you get to your car, then you call a popo. Don't get out there playing superhero. You got a family. You only supposed to play superhero for your family. You know? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I'd act like I ain't see the damn car open. I'd have went to the store wherever I was going and left that shit just like that. And when that bitch came back, she would have saw that door was open. I'd get two shits. I'd have kept walking. I'm telling you, this is the time now where men just gotta go like this and say, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Okay. 18 said, this channel does not support violence. Take heed to the message does not support violence. Thank you, 18. I had said it already, but thank you, sister. Okay. Take heed to the message does not support violence. Just mind your business, you know. Your wife said, get cereal and milk. Go get cereal and milk. You see this bitch getting her ass done up. You just mind your business. Wait a minute. Okay, go in the store and get your list and the pen and shit. Write like you don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. You know, they say to you, Mr. Andrew, did you see? I didn't see nothing. My wife said I had to get some eggs and bacon, okay? And some grits and stuff. I didn't see nothing, okay? That's right. That's right, damn it. Listen, because you being a good Samaritan, it's not like he was waiting by the car, like he was on the car. He just wanted to let her know your car was open. I was watching the car so nobody robbed, you know, your car. And then he walked away. He didn't ask for the number. He didn't ask for the number. Okay, he didn't ask for any. This is a Caucasian man. He didn't ask for nothing. Okay, the woman is Caucasian too. He didn't ask for anything. Okay, he didn't ask for a number, none of that stuff. He wasn't trying to flirt with her. He just was being a good Samaritan. Believe all women. Believe all women. Believe all women. It's sad. It's sad. Oh my God. He done probably lost his job. He been in jail 30 days. You know, he had to be exonerated because this bitch up here lying. And I'm going to share something with you. I hope they throw the book at that bitch. That's right. Get up there. Big Keisha going to teach you something. Get up there. Okay? All right? I can't say Big Bubba because that's the man, right? So it's Big Keisha. Big Keisha going to get up here and teach your bitch ass something. That's right. Y'all crazy. Ain't no way. Believe all women, damn it. Believe all women. This is why when something Big Pam, Steven said Big Pam, okay? Okay, I was about to say Big Perm. Big Pam, okay? It's nonsense. Okay? It's nonsense. Now, let's get to the main event, okay? Let's get to the main event, okay? Now, before we get to the main event, I do want to say this. So, y'all remember when Canada was doing all that talking shit, right? They was talking all that shit. Y'all got to stop sleeping on Trump. Y'all got to stop sleeping on Trump, okay? This is a businessman. Y'all got to stop sleeping on Trump because y'all, you know, y'all throwing these wolf cards and shit, okay? And he's eating these shits up. Y'all throwing these wolf cards at him and he eating these shits up. And then y'all break down talking about, okay, now you want to do the deal. Canada, Canada, I'm looking at you, baby. I'm looking at you, baby. You was ready. You was ready. You didn't know the wolf was ready too. You ain't know. You know what I'm saying? You ain't know. You ain't know that shit was gonna go left. Then all of a sudden, you come out here and now you want to make a deal. But you was talking cash money shit all over social media, wasn't you? Mm-hmm. And the wolf said, we gonna let him, we gonna see how this work out. Now I told y'all my wolf is big and greasy. Listen, y'all got to stop sleeping on sleeping on him. Okay, I told y'all the wolf is big and greasy. Now let's get in here. This is the main event. We're gonna talk about Doechii. Okay. Now Doechii go both ways, y'all. So the what she's saying, I think this question just pertains to her. She's not talking in general to other women. Okay. Doechii like boys and she like girls. She go both ways. So with her saying this, okay, she I think she's pertaining it to herself. So that's why I put allegedly. Okay. All right. So let's get into the foolery. Okay. Shout out to Freak the Gym. Okay. That's his name. Y'all come up with some names, honey. So here we go.
Being a straight man is the biggest red flag when dating, is what Doechii says, however you say her name. Let me play the video.
This is a huge red flag for me. All right. You know what's so crazy? I was gonna say men. I was gonna say no. Like, I mean, strike one. You're a man. Yeah. You're heterosexual.
What is y'all issue with dudes liking women, bro? I could get on here and say I don't mess with shawties who play with baking soda, who play with flour. Then I was about to leave it at preference, but then I seen some of y'all shawties agreeing in the comments. When did it become a problem to date women? There's no problem with liking women, bro. If I strictly want to date women, that's me. You know what? We're not bringing this topic back in 2025, bro. Date who like you. Let's just leave it at that. Date who like you. You think straight men are red flag? Cool. Let it be. Everybody entitled to their preference. Being a straight man.
You know what hurts? Now this is just her preference. But is this on the minds of a lot of women? Because back in the day, right, when a man was a closet, when he was in the closet, women were ashamed to tell anybody that her man was in the closet. They were ashamed. But now women take pride in saying that, you know, they men go both ways. They take pride in it. They take pride in it. I'm going to share something with y'all, and this is the uncomfortable truth. This is the uncomfortable truth. When a man sleeps with a woman, right? Okay. If the woman does not tell him to put on protection, he's not. Am I right? So can you imagine two men? Who's telling who to put on protection? Who's telling who to put on protection? Ain't nobody telling nobody to put on protection. Who's telling who? She's saying that a man who is straight is a red flag. Are we really saying that? Are we really saying that 2025? Are we really saying that? And I know it's just a sound bite. They're going to run with it. That's not all that what she said, but it's a conversation. Because we have come to the conclusion that, okay, straight men are a problem. Now, we know a lot of y'all can't stand straight men. That's why y'all get in here and say, we hate men. We hate men. Even The View got up there and said that, one of them said, I just like the ones from the LGBTQ. I just like those. Okay? But we don't need men, but we need the ones from the LGBTQ. IA+. Don't that sound crazy? Like, you don't need men, but we only need the ones from the LGBTQIA+. This is stupid. And some of y'all got sons, and y'all say this dumb shit. Some of y'all got boys, and y'all will say this dumb shit. Renee said, as a woman, it is my responsibility to protect myself at all times. You know that's right. This is the uncomfortable truth. Now, Jay LaRaw said, then after he slides up in some dude, he comes and slide up in the woman unprotected. This is why we have so much. Now, he ain't lying. He ain't lying. Because You have two of the same that think the same. Nobody is telling anybody to reach for protection. The woman will tell you to reach for protection faster than a man will tell you. This is the uncomfortable truth, because I have told y'all this before. What happens? Fucking raw feels good. So you're not going to tell somebody to put on a condom because it feels good. That's the uncomfortable truth. My thing is, when a woman from The View said that, oh no, we don't need men, but we need the ones from the rainbow community. How? And some of these women, they have sons. They have sons. You're saying that. You want your son to be, the rainbow. You can't be a heterosexual man. I want my son to be from the rainbow. Who says that? Only in America you can hear this. Foreign countries, you can't hear that. You cannot hear this. Foreign countries, you cannot hear this. You do not hear women saying that, oh, if you're a straight man, that this is a red flag. You don't hear women from other countries saying that. And it's always black women. Y'all be at the helm of all the dysfunction. I said what I said. Y'all always be at the helm of all this dysfunction. Why? Mind you, I know that it was a bigger conversation with Doechii, because Doechii go both ways. But we always glorify our men being in wigs. We always glorify our men wearing heels. Okay? We always glorify our men wearing makeup, all this other stuff. We glorify it. Okay? But once that man make you mad, you call him everything except the child of God. You call him all types of names and what he doing and all this other stuff. But when he on your side, you're promoting it. You're promoting it. And y'all got sons. Y'all got sons. White women, you're not exempt. Y'all do the same thing too. You promote it. That's right, girl. That's right. That's not a girl. That's right, girl. The thing that always irked my nerve, and I have to bring y'all back to this. The other day we were talking. Y'all remember Carlos was holding, I forgot his name. Carlos was holding one of these rappers, the wife. He was holding the wife. The wife is like a petite, light-skinned woman. She's pretty, okay, but she got a big badunkadunk, okay. So she sat on Carlos' lap. Y'all know Carlos, the famous reporter, and he's from the rainbow community, and he's married, but he had this woman sitting on his lap. And I don't care that he from the rainbow community. You ain't supposed to sit your ass on nobody's lap except your husband. I don't care if they're friends. I don't care how much they love each other. I give two shits. If you married, you're not supposed to sit on another man's lap. She was sitting on his lap, okay? And he hit her badunkadunk twice, okay? I watched the shit a couple times. He hit her badunkadunk twice, and he held her very tight, hugged her so close, and she was laying on him, and he was praising her. But does that make sense as a married woman that you sitting on this man's lap? And I don't care if he's from the LGBTQIA+. I don't care. Okay? Right is right and wrong is wrong. You don't go do that. Oh, take heed cool with somebody. Take heed, go sit her big ass on somebody from the rainbow community and let him hug me and slap my butt twice. What kind of nonsense? My king would look and say, what are you doing? Is something wrong with you? Is something wrong with you? I showed my husband the video. He said, oh, hell no. And I know some of y'all like, oh no. And some of the people was in the chat. Oh no, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. He don't like women like that. That ain't nothing. How is it that it only take a little bit of wine? Let's talk about it, because y'all always get this mixed up. How is it that it only take a little bit of wine, okay? A little bit of wine and a jacuzzi and everything go left? How is that? Huh? Some of y'all, oh no, we had just went to a hotel. That's my sister. Some of y'all do that shit. That's my sister. We had, we went to this hotel. Y'all had a sleepover, all y'all, okay? All y'all sleepover, okay? And then he come, or some of them come. It's all a sleepover at some hotel or something like that. And then all of a sudden, y'all in a private jacuzzi and shit. You done had too many mimosas or some shit, okay? Some Henny and shit. And so you get in the jacuzzi, y'all both naked in the jacuzzi. There's no wig on him, okay? He just his hair. And then y'all get in the jacuzzi like, girl, dance for me, girl. You know how we do, dance for me, girl. And he watching you. And y'all just, you done drunk something. How is it that y'all go back to the original order? How does that work? I know y'all said, wait a minute, bitch. Hold on, wait a minute. I know y'all said, wait a minute, bitch. No, you did. No, I'm asking a question. How is it that you go back to the natural order after you done had some Henny? Huh? In the jacuzzi, how is it that you go back to the natural order? Now, Jayla Raw, don't come in here telling the truth. How is it that you go back to the natural order after you done had some Henny? Damn it. You see her shaking everything. She dancing for you because she, you her girlfriend and shit. And then she come back in the pool. And then she start messing in your hair. And you tell her, come ride this pony. Okay, and what she do? Ride the pony, and then a few months later, y'all find out she's pregnant. How did that happen? How? I want to know. Now, I want to know, damn it. I want to know. How does it go back to the natural order? Because earlier I was wearing a wig and a dress. How? So all it took was some Henny? Huh? All it took was some Henny? Henny got magic. You hear me? Henny got magic and Bacardi got magic too. Henny got magic and Bacardi got magic too, damn it. Okay? Jayla Raw said, that's still a man. Jayla Raw, what happened? What happened? 18, thank you for donating to Miss O. I appreciate you for the 1 month, for the membership. I appreciate you, honey. How did that happen? How did that happen? Okay. Shay said vodka and whiskey too. How did they go back to the natural order? Okay. How? Okay. Ain't no way. Okay. Jayla Ross said gin will make you sin. Now he ain't lying. He ain't lying. Now if that does that on a woman who love men and a man who love women, okay? This is just, these are spirits. You drinking spirits, okay? And the spirit will get in you and make you what? Go back to the natural order. The spirit will get in you and make you go what? Back to the natural order. Did I stutter? A spirit will bring out of you the desires of your heart, honey. What you desire, the spirit will bring you. You go ahead and drink a spirit. It will bring out the desires of your heart. This is why I don't drink. I don't get in here with them spirits. Baby, I do not. My king look at me and it go left. Because you want to know why? I have a desire for this man. After 18 years, I have a desire for this man. Don't give me nothing. I don't care if this company. I don't even care if this company. Baby. I told y'all when me and him went down to a friend's house for New Year's Eve, okay, in Piscataway. They had a whole finished basement. Y'all, and a lot of people were there. Okay, a lot of people were there. One of the women said, sis, go ahead, sip on this. And it was Bacardi and Coke. Bacardi and Coke is my problem. Okay? I sipped on it. I smelled it. I said, oh, it smells good. I sipped it. And I walked over to my husband. And he said, he looked at me. And he started smelling me. He said, who gave you this? I said, she gave me this. He said, and you took it? I said, yeah. Now, he having a whole conversation with all these brothers up here at the bar. He having a whole conversation with these men. Okay? Now, I done drunk this Bacardi and Coke. I done drunk this thing. Okay, y'all? I have drunk this thing, y'all. Do you hear me? I took this thing to the head. It was good. I had drunk this thing. Okay, I done put this cup down. I done walked over to my husband. I had some riding boots on and like a mini skirt or something. I was trying to look cute. Okay? I walked up to this man. He in a group of people, y'all. A group of people, y'all. This is embarrassing. A group of people. He up here talking to these brothers. They up there laughing and joking and everything. I'm supposed to be over here with the sisters. Now, this is the African party. I'm supposed to be over there with the sisters, bugging out and this and that. Baby, I don't know where my leg had reached up. I was trying to climb this man on the chair. I don't know what happened. Don't laugh at me, damn it. Don't laugh at me. I was trying to climb this man on, it was crazy. I got up there, I started kissing on my husband and everything, and he said to me, so now all the men were looking at us, and I was biting all on his lips and everything, and my husband said, y'all, we gonna have to go. We gonna have to go. I'm gonna see y'all, you know, for the next meeting, I'll be here. For the next meeting next month, we gonna have to go. They said, you gotta leave now? He said, yeah, you know, I gotta leave now, you know. And I felt bad for my king, because after the next day, I felt so bad. I told him, I said, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to behave like that. He said, now I told you, and I had told them that you don't drink. So what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? Why did you do all that? So then I looked at him. I said, didn't you have a good night though? Didn't I? You know? He said, yeah, I had a good night with you. I had a good night with you. But you had a mini skirt on and some boots. How did you swing your leg? Let me share something with you. The spirit will have you do some acrobat shit you have never done before. My leg swung over and I like mounted him like he was a horse. Don't laugh at me now, damn it. Now I'd have mounted him like he was a horse. And he looking at me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't judge me. Don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me. Okay? I'm just saying the spirit will have you. So if you have a desire for somebody, okay, the spirit will have you, because ain't nobody gonna tell me he thought rocking this woman back and forth made sense. Ain't nobody gonna tell me that he thought rocking this married woman back and forth made sense, and he smacked her on her butt twice. Ain't nobody gonna tell me that. Okay? Renee said, you telling the secret, queen. I know. It just came out, Renee. It just came out. Ain't nobody gonna tell me. Ain't nobody gonna tell me. When you have a secret desire for someone, if your desire is strong for your husband, okay? Now, mind you, you got to already be screwing this man anyway. But if your desire is already like fire and you add the spirit to it, the spirit will have you acting indignant. People will even think that you're not a married woman. Okay? People will have you, and the spirit will have you thinking you're not a married woman, especially if you have a desire. He was rocking this girl back and forth and smacked her on her butt. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I don't care if he from the rainbow community. I give two shits. What? So back to the story at hand. My brothers, I feel bad for y'all. I feel bad for y'all. I'm talking about every brother from every color. I feel bad for y'all. Because if you ain't from the rainbow community, baby, okay? If you ain't from the rainbow community, baby, you get no love. You hear me? Excuse me. You get no love if you ain't from the rainbow community. That's sad. That's sad. So you got, if you straight, that's a red flag. If you straight. You a straight man, that is a red flag. How? And the sad part is that is for Doechii life. That's her life. Okay? That's her life. But these young women gonna spin that whole conversation and run with that. These young women gonna spend that whole conversation because if you straight, that's a red flag for me. So because he's straight and he don't go that way, he ain't part of the crying game. So that make him a bad person. Some men just genuinely don't like to be conquered. I don't understand that. Because when you're doing that to a man, you're conquering another man. So men don't like to be conquered. It's not in their nature, actually. They're working outside of their nature. That's not their nature. Their nature is to conquer. I know y'all like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Yes, that's their nature, is to conquer. That's why when boys enter girls' sports, what do? They conquered it. When men enter women's sports, what do? They conquered it. When you put a man on an island with a few women, what he gonna do? He gonna conquer the island. That's what they're designed to do. They're designed to conquer. I'm so happy I'm married. Oh my God. Oh God. Ooh. So being straight is a red flag now. Well, anyway, y'all, I had a wonderful time. I enjoyed aggravating y'all today. Okay, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, honey. I enjoy every day that I come up here and aggravate y'all. I do. When I don't get a chance to aggravate y'all, I feel bad most of the day. And then I got to aggravate my husband. So I love it when I get up here to aggravate y'all. I appreciate y'all. And y'all get in here and y'all listen to me do my rants, okay? I don't know if this really content. Because I'm just getting in here telling stuff that's going on with my life, and then we get in here and we interject stuff that's, hot topics and stuff. I don't know if this is really content. I'm really up here just bullshitting, okay? I am. I'm just talking shit. Now, how many times have I told y'all this? Don't act like y'all don't know, okay? My channel is what? Life lessons. I don't have charts or stats and shit. I don't have none of that. This is life lessons. Now, I'm going to share something with you. Now, I had to start checking shit out now. When I was talking about the political stuff, I had to go start searching for that shit. Now, before, I wasn't doing that. I had to start searching for it because I done got serious with it, okay? So I had to go start searching for myself and stuff. So now that's a little bit, I'm doing a little bit of studying now. Okay, but y'all know I don't like to do that. I like to get in here and talk shit, and that's it. So, y'all, I had a wonderful time. Thank you to everybody who donated to the channel today. Thank you to everybody who donated to the channel today. I appreciate you. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also, donate to the page. Okay, if you can, Cash App, Venmo, Super Chat if you can. Okay, I'm not one of those content creators that's gonna ride you. I only ride one person. He's not here today. He's at work. Anyway, that's another story. Now, all I'm saying is that thank you for donating to the channel. Okay. Also, if you want to shop with us, our family business is called ubmracksfashion.com. Okay, ubmracksfashion.com. Okay, Mercari, POSHMARK, and eBay. Okay, I appreciate you. Oh my God, somebody bought my first gems. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. I see 30 jewels. Thank you, honey. Delano. I know I ain't say your name right, baby, but thank you. I appreciate you. Got to get you some music, honey. Thank you so much for donating the 30 jewels. I appreciate you. Sent flowers for 30 jewels. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you. I wish I could see what it looked like. I can't even see what it looked like. They say they show the gems on the screen. I don't even know. I can't even see it, y'all. If you want to shop merch, scroll to the top of the page. You will see shop or store. Get in here, hit the like and get in here and you'll see hoodies, shirts, mugs, water bottles, baby clothes. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also donate to the page as well. Okay. Now, Delano, okay. This is going to be I gotta play a song for you, Delana, because this other one I want to use is a little fresh. So let me get your song in there first, and then we'll close out. Thank you to everybody. Now you know I can hear you. Be quiet now. That dog, he be doing his own thing. I don't even know. Here we go. pH balance, baby. Here we go. Here we go.
You gotta check that pH balance, baby.
All right, now wait a minute. Hold on.
You gotta check that pH balance, baby.
All right, now, Steven, that's your song now.
You gotta check that pH balance, baby.
What you gotta do? What you gotta do, honey? All right.
Check that pH balance,
Steven said that's my shit. Thank you, baby, for donating to the channel, honey.
Something ain't right. Something is in the air tonight.
All right, now, wait a minute.
Something smells fishy. And we ain't eating fish.
Oh, shit.
Thinking to myself.
He said I was thinking to myself.
What the hell is this?
What the hell is this?
Sex is good. But please do better.
Steven said there's something in the air, baby.
To get that pH balance together, baby.
Thank you. Now, thank you to everybody who donated to the channel. I greatly appreciate y'all. We're going out. Okay, we're leaving. That's it. Everybody, God willing, I will see y'all tomorrow. Okay. And no, I will see y'all tomorrow. I won't see y'all tomorrow. We're going to get the eldest daughter. Okay, it's time for her to come home for like a couple days. So I won't see y'all tomorrow. Unless it's evening time. Maybe evening time probably. Okay. So now this message right here is to all my sisters. Okay. I want to share something with y'all. I want you to go to the end of this video. Okay. After the show goes off, you could do it after church, because I know some of y'all going to church, or you're about to head out to church. Okay. Or maybe you're doing a replay later. I want you to go to the end of this show, and I want you to go and play this for your husband, okay? I want you to go to this particular part, and I want you to play this for your husband. So this is 252, okay? 252. Get to that point right there, and I want you to play this for your husband. And then I want you to thank me later, okay? This is what I want you to play for.
Eat My Cookie by Kenzie Mazing. I have a delicious cookie. It's so tasty and sweet. But who will eat my cookie? Who will get my treat? Johnny, will you eat my cookie? I'm begging you, please. Sorry, Susie, but I can't. Would you quit asking me? Jeez. Susie continues walking, looking for someone new. And soon enough, she spots him. Look, it's Mr. Pugh. Mr. Pugh, do you like cookies? Mine's the best you'll have in your life. Thanks, Susie. It does look good, but I only eat my wife's. Poor Susie is so sad. What's wrong with her cookie? Surely someone wants to eat it. It's not like she's a rookie. Susie spots Sarah Johnson, the high school gym teacher. Surely she'll eat my cookie. She stops by the bleachers. Sarah, look at my cookie. Isn't it so pretty? Do you want to eat it? I promise you'll feel giddy. Sorry, Susie, but no can do. Sweets aren't my thing. If you've got a roast beef sandwich, then you can give me a ring. Oh, look, it's Neil. He's the nicest guy. Surely he'll eat my cookie. It's definitely worth a try. Hey, Neil, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Do you want to eat my cookie? It's really just swell. Hey, Susie, thanks for asking. Your cookie looks so sweet. But I'm sorry to tell you this, though, but all I eat is meat. Then Susie sees Mr. Jim. She greets him and says hi. Hi, Mr. Jim. Will you eat my cookie? You're such a nice guy. No thanks, Susie. I'm sure your cookie's lit, but I'm not a fan of vanilla. I only eat chocolate. Susie starts to cry. She can't believe her luck. No one wants her cookie. It must really suck. Then along comes Andy Green, the city's engineer. He takes one look at Susie and dries up all her tears. What's the matter, Susie? Why are you so upset? I'm here for you now. There's no reason to fret. No one will eat my cookie, Andy. I don't understand why. It's so sweet and tasty. I wish someone would give it a try. Susie, I'll eat your cookie. Why didn't you just say so? I love eating cookies. I would never tell you no. This story is dedicated to all the cookie eaters out there.
Now, if you thought something else, you got a dirty mind. If you thought something else, damn it, you got a dirty mind, okay? And then if you thought something else, you belong over here with Take Heed. If you thought something else, damn it, okay? Besides it being a cookie, okay? Then that means you belong over here with Take Heed, okay? That's what I want to let you know, damn it. Everybody have a wonderful Saturday morning. You hear me? Have a wonderful Saturday morning. I love you all. Take heed to the message, everybody.
Stay in your lane, and keep my name out your mouth.